of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard.
Let's see. Oh, well, a little bassy, but good.
They did test it, by the way.
I like it.
I saw them testing it.
Oh, yeah.
You got a very bassy mic.
It's good. I like it. La, 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 la.
What happened? The whole studio shit the bed? When did it shit the bed there, Sam Roberts?
Well, we got here on Friday morning, and it was in pieces.
It was in pieces.
Yeah.
Like an explosion?
Yeah.
So if we were here Friday, what would have happened to us?
Yeah, you would have gone right back home, I think.
Oh,
really?
Damn it.
What were they doing work because they knew the show wasn't here Friday?
I would assume so.
Oh, Mars just yelled, yes.
Now, Mars told me he was in studio Thursday night all the way to when?
5 o'clock
Friday afternoon?
When'd you wake up? See, I was implying you were sleeping the whole time.
I didn't get that. He's basically saying that your home life is not fun and you're here just to sleep.
Just to
Yeah,
snooze.
that was his
With an empty bottle of tequila and a sombrero on the floor.
Jeez.
Oh, right, the parade.
That's rum and a lid, I guess.
The rum.
Oh, rum and like a hubcap. That would be the same joke for you?
Yeah.
Whatever. I thought you were Mexican. I don't know. The hell do I know? But it sounds really good, Mars. We're back.
Yeah.
You pulled the whole...
We'll see how long this lasts.
Why?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Did it.
Did you play any pranks?
I just kidding. Oh, God.
Because, you know, the duct tape sometimes.
You're amazing.
No pranks, no exploding sliders or buttons that pop out like a jack-in-a-box.
You know the prank was fake, right?
No,
Of course not.
Okay, it was fake. He was trying to cover his ass going, I was just pranking you guys. Stupid rain in the city. Huh?
That was crazy.
Although we're broadcasting for the whole country, so maybe we shouldn't do local weather.
Yeah.
But they can relate to rain, I guess.
I guess. Apparently it rains everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere but Arizona. They're
Yeah.
like, what? What's that shit?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was figured out perfectly. Really nice weekend, and then rain for Monday. I'll take that every time.
That is a good situation.
I'll take that every fucking week.
Although that drive-in is a lot of fun when it starts to rain because, I don't know. And this text, let me tell you about this texting on the road. It's out of hand. It's out of fucking hand. I read an article over the weekend that said, and I've been saying this for years, it's worse than drunk driving.
I agree.
I'm going to say it. Worse than drunk driving is texting as you're driving. I see people weaving off the road. And if you see one drunk driver when you're driving on a weekend, it's kind of a surprise. It's like, oh, man, I think that guy's hammered.
Right.
I will see 20 people weave out of their lanes because they're texting. And then you pull up next to them and take a look, and there they are.
Right.
Dink, 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 texting away.
Especially if traffic slows down just a little bit.
Yep.
But there are people, man, 70 miles an hour with that phone down to their side, no problem.
Just looking down.
Trying to get a couple strokes in.
You're taking your
Couple
eyes
keystrokes.
off the fucking road like that.
It's unbelievable.
Well, you're hurtling down the highway.
They're going to have to figure something out because people just refuse to stop.
Nah. It's crazy.
I wasn't going to stop until I got my Samsung. I've said it a few times. I couldn't feel the buttons anymore, so it made it a lot harder. And that was the thing that made me pretty much stop. I said pretty much stop because I'm like others. You know, if you think you could squeeze a little in, you're going to try. But in general, I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
know.
just so fucking dangerous.
But the BlackBerry, you really knew where your letters were after a while.
Yeah.
It was nice.
You didn't have to look at all.
No.
That's what Kenny likes, those tactile buttons.
Oh, they're the worst
tick,
now.
Tick, tick.
They are absolutely the worst.
When is our watch coming, by the way? Our new Samsung
Yeah,
watch?
where's our white glove watch?
And our extra batteries.
Yeah.
Are you using your Samsung?
But
I have my contacts synced, but I use it. I've used it a little bit, but not that much.
I love it.
Me too.
I love my 5.
But Aziz.
I love my Samsung 5. If anyone's not using their phones, I'll take them in a second.
No, I like. It's
I
hard to get
got
used to.
people that need phones, so if they're going to just lay around in a drawer, bring them in. I'll take them. No problem. So I don't feel like buying everyone phones. Tracy Morgan, our old pal. I'm starting to hear he's doing okay. He's still in critical condition, but it's looking like he's got a lot of broken bones. Yep. And they did surgery on his leg, I guess, overnight. So they're saying that he's got a broken leg, a broken femur, a broken nose, and several broken ribs. in that accident that happened over the weekend on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Sounds like it was pretty fucking bad.
Yep.
A Walmart truck.
Tractor trailer. Some guy driving. That obviously was snoozing, maybe.
That not slowing down shit.
And traffic slowed up, and he didn't. Wham!
What do you do? You're on the highway, and that traffic abruptly stops in front of you. The first thing I do is just look behind me, begging that everyone else has noticed that this shit is slowing down drastically, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like that sort of is the case, and he just plowed into them.
I always do that. You slow down, you look for some kind of exit, side of the shoulder or something, and then you look in the rear view and just go, don't hit me.
I don't pull right up. I actually leave space and pump the brakes.
That's what I do.
Yeah, so whoever's behind me can see the brakes pumping.
To see that lights going on and off, going, oh, wait, okay, something's about to happen in front of me. But what, they were coming home from a gig?
I think in Delaware, yeah. They were doing a gig in Delaware, and they were on their way home.
Does anyone know how Artie's doing? That's all I care about. I mean, I care about Tracy, obviously, but we haven't heard anything on Artie, and it's freaking me out because we know Artie pretty well.
Artie Fuqua, yeah.
Artie has warmed up for Jimmy many a times. I remember the time at the Borgata for New Year's a few years back, and then he had that huge fight in the club, and he took on everybody with a chair like he was a lion tamer. I'll never forget that because some guys accused him of taking their bottle, and Artie doesn't even drink, so he just fought them all, and then the security just pulled him out like off his legs and dragged him out of the club. And then a few hours later, I see him just eating. I'm thinking he's going to get arrested for this crazy,
I'm good.
crazy shit that was happening in the club.
Yeah, I don't know.
What a great guy, great smile. He lost his son a few years ago, which was horrendously tragic, but no updates on him. Does anyone know? Someone has to know.
I had heard a broken leg, but again, that might have been information about Tracy that was confused. I don't know. Like, even people at the cellar, I mean, I was only there one of those nights, and nobody knew, but that was like right after it happened. Harris might know. I haven't talked to Harris.
And Harris is out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And Harris was pretty close with, I don't know Harris that well, but he was pretty close with Patrice, right?
Yeah.
And
he's a funny dude, and he was...
he was released a few hours later, no?
I'm wondering if Tracy and Artie were in the back of the thing, because I think the drivers were unhurt, and I'm guessing they were belted in.
Right.
The driver said he got out, was able to get out and try to open some doors, and they just
saw everybody
open.
in there, right?
Yeah. Couldn't really get to anybody. Sounds like one of those, like, oh boy, that's a bad situation to be in.
Yeah, you're lucky. I mean, Tracy and Artie and Harris are lucky to be alive. That's a fucking... It looked like it had burned, but I guess that was just the photo I saw.
Right.
That was a terrible wreck.
The whole side of the thing was gone. Yeah. And James McNair died of injuries sustained in the crash. I did not know James.
I don't think I did either.
He was an older comic, right? Supposedly he wrote for Tracy, and some say that it was Tracy's mentor. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they've been pretty close for many years.
And Artie Fuqua's Instagram has pictures of the night before the accident happened. It was a huge, successful gig, standing ovation, and then there's Artie Instagramming a picture before he gets into the limo bus.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's Artie Fuqua on Instagram, ARDIEFUQUA, if you want to check out the pictures from the night before. But I just hope Artie's doing all right as well.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and he's the comedy show all the time.
Great guy.
4 nights a week.
He just messes with people outside the Comedy Cellar, always smiling. So, and there's just weirdos out there, like, people are trying to use the Tracy Morgan thing and the fact that we've decided not to have him on our show as a thing. I don't understand people. I think there's a lot of mentally ill people out there.
You read Twitter. It's obvious there's some mentally ill people out there.
I don't read Twitter as much because it's just an ugly, just horrible place. It really is.
Yeah,
I take a peek here and there, but it's just not worth it. There are mentally ill people out there. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like the fact with the thing with Tracy Morgan, we go way back with him. He did our softball games at NEW. He would come out in just a jock strap, and then he started doing our show a lot. And then these are the facts. If you want to spin them and try to use it to spew your hate, whatever. But here's the facts. And he was on our show for many, many years. And then when he got 30 Rock, he kind of blew us off, and it bummed us out, big time. And he was gone for about 6 years, 7 years. And then, after 30 Rock was over, he wanted to come back on our show, and we felt as a show, that's crazy. We can't do that. But it doesn't mean we don't like Tracy or don't love Tracy Morgan. So it's two different issues.
Totally.
Someone's like, are you gonna reconsider now the banning of Tracy on your show? I'm like, what? That's mental ill. You have mental illness. That's mental illness. It's two different issues.
It's also a dumb thing to say. It's like somebody who's ill-informed. It's like nobody. It's not a banning.
Right.
Like we're an official organization.
Right.
If a guy says to you time and time again in a way, no, because we asked many times.
Yeah, it wasn't us. We really asked a million times, and he was in the building, and we just never understood it because, like I said, we do go way back with him.
Yeah. So that's what happened there.
But the fact is, it's two different issues. I love Tracy Morgan. He's one of the funniest human beings in the world. When he's not doing his comedy, he's unbelievably funny.
Yeah.
When he's just off the cuff, he's amazing. He could hold an audience like no one I've ever seen in my life with just complete strangers, So, but mental illness is just taking over, like Twitter especially.
You could see it. You could see it more now.
What?
On Twitter, the whole mental illness and lunacy. I guess these people just used to hang out and, just annoy the people that were in their house.
Right.
Now it's just, hey, I got a voice.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever. But it sounds like Tracy's doing all right.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I'm getting from these articles we're reading.
They said he was yelling for help. Like I read that in the paper. Like I've gotten most of my information from the paper as well, and
right.
Fucking Twitter.
Right.
Like everybody. But I'm guessing it was that femur. That's a massive bone to break.
Oh yeah.
That's the Brian Regan bit.
Ow.
That's the Brian Regan bit.
The biggest pain you can ever feel. That's a big bone, and in a healthy person, it's like really takes a lot to.
It's the worst. It's the worst bone in your body you could break, I think.
Yeah.
So he was awake after that accident, yelling.
Holy fuck!
Didn't they say they closed the turnpike for like 5 hours, 5.5 hours?
Oof. Yeah.
And for the turnpike to be closed for 5.5 hours, something was really bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Really fucking bad. I'm glad Tracy. It looks like it's going to be okay. Though.
And the Walmart driver, fell asleep?
Probably. Yeah. I don't think he was drunk.
Fell asleep or just wasn't paying much attention. Some way.
That turnpike is a racetrack, man. I mean, we all know the turnpike. I guess I don't have to explain. Yeah. I do the turnpike every other weekend to Philly. It's a racetrack.
God, and then pay attention. It amazes me.
Well, they have a lot of construction going on, so going on.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? So there's a lot of abrupt stops that happen.
Yeah,
it's nerve wracking.
Yep.
And then you got the 4 or 5 lanes going down to 3 or whatever it is. I forgot the exact thing. And they're trying to open up the whole thing to 4 or 5 lanes. So they've got a massive construction project underway. Yeah. And you'll be flying along, and next thing you know, you're jamming on your brakes like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. And then everyone starts taking off again. It's really, really strange. So so that happened over the weekend, huh?
Yeah, what was that, Thursday or Friday? I remember Thursday.
Thursday night, maybe early Friday morning.
They were supposed to be in North Carolina and do a bunch of gigs. Artie's getting all this stuff too. It's really, it's always he's opening for Chris Rock in places. Chris loves him, and it just stinks, man. I hope he's up and about soon.
Right. I thought you would know more.
No, I wished I did. I went to the cellar that night, and
I meant to
the next
text
night.
you yesterday. I was going to see if you knew anything.
No, and I wish I did.
Especially for Artie. Artie is a really funny comic. These news reports are all over the place, and they're not even mentioning Artie.
No, that'll happen.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. Star. Yeah, Tracy obviously is a big star. So that's that. Then
that's that.
That's that. Then
the depressing, sad news.
Yeah, could be worse though.
Oh yeah,
could be a lot fucking worse news.
Oh yeah,
right. So maybe we'll get more updates today.
Yeah, I'm sure. How about them Rangers?
Yeah, you're a big hockey fan, I see now.
Huge. Was I trolling?
Were you trolling or because I was a little confused too? I read a few of your tweets. Were you trolling, but actually getting sucked in and enjoying a really good hockey game?
I was, yeah.
There's nothing better than playoff hockey.
Who wouldn't enjoy watching like a really good hockey game?
Right.
And that was there was some action. That was pretty fucking good. But as far as some of the other tweets, people really take them seriously.
Oh, of course they do. It's their team.
They really take them seriously and get all pissy and mad. I love it.
Yeah, they have passion for their hockey team.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah.
I told you the Kings would win. I told you. It's looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, but it's one of those situations where it was like, it's fucking double overtime.
2 overtime games.
Anyone could. And there was action by both nets there. That was crazy.
Right.
And then if you want to, talk about the goalie having to share some fucking real estate while the puck goes in, that was a weird little call there. Never would have went to overtime, but you can't play that game.
I like the one tweet. Someone, what did they tweet? They said something like, the better team won.
Yeah.
And your tweet was like, well, actually, it could have went
either way.
The entire game.
I know.
The better team, I guess technically the better team in quotes won.
Right.
But that's a game that anyone could have, either team could have, well, that sounds stupid, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Could have easily just been the Rangers.
Anytime. During that overtime, I mean, it was insane.
Did they win or lose? I really don't know.
They lost. Okay. Yeah. It was insane. I mean,
they're down 2 games to Zippo.
So close with so many shots.
Right.
But and just like I said, action packed. Really fun to watch. Very very cool. I'll be watching when they bring it back to the Garden.
When is that, tonight?
I think so, right?
So let's get tickets.
Yeah.
Then we got hockey here at SiriusXM. How about you give us some tickets?
Yeah.
I'll go to that game in a second.
Hell yeah.
I just got a tweet from somebody. They said the femur is a bad one to break because there's lots of complications from clots and infections. So it's just a long recovery.
Ow.
They said he's going to be in the hospital for several weeks.
Yeah.
Well, that's good they're saying that. You know what I mean? That's good. Because for a while, you're like, well, what the hell? Is he going to make it? It seems like people are starting to think, okay, he's going to make it, but it's going to be several weeks in the hospital. So in a weird way, I was happy to hear that because I'm like, okay, that means they feel like they got control of this situation. So, I don't know. Did you go Triple Crown, Ant? Did you go Triple Crown?
Well, I bet against the Triple Crown winner.
The California Chrome?
The Triple Crown contender. California Chrome.
Who's just now another horse.
Just another horse. I bet
another 2 out of 3 horse.
That's another 2 out of 3 horse. That's why it's so amazing when they actually do
name
it.
3 2 out of 3 horses.
Oh my God.
Okay, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Only the hardcore horse racing fans could do that. Most of us cannot name 2 out of 3 horses.
No.
So California Chrome is in that category.
Yep.
I'll remember the name California Chrome for I think I'll remember for maybe 2 more months.
Maybe.
Ask me in the fall, and I'm going to probably not remember the name California Chrome.
Right, and then just gone.
Right.
And then just gone.
And then what? The owner of California Chrome turns out to be just an asshole?
Oh, it was great.
Do we have that rant?
He turned out to be a guy, a real person.
Oh, you got
a real guy. He's bragging about the fucking the way they run the Triple Crown, and then his wife starts giving him some shit, and he's like, I don't care. He just tells her.
Gives her.
You probably had a few in him.
Okay,
but people
I would assume. I don't know.
People really like this owner. Came across pretty good.
Yeah.
And then with this little rant, people are starting to think he's an asshole, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, what's the deal? Like, the horse that won didn't run in the other 2. I know that much.
That's what it is. He wants.
And this happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
And it's part of the rules. You're allowed to do this. So, and he knows this going into it, that there's probably a few horses in this race that didn't run the other 2.
Yeah.
Because that Belmont is a much different race, as we all know. It's a much longer race.
It's a longer race.
That's what makes the Triple Crown so tough.
Yeah. But
and didn't California Chrome come in like 4th or 5th?
Tied for 5th. Tied for
somewhere
4th.
around there, right?
Yeah, I think it's like.
So why is he bitching? He
when
wasn't
they're
even
tied for
close.
fifth, they're actually tied for fourth. I think something like that.
So what? The 4 horses ahead of him were they horses that didn't run the other 2 races?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
All of them? So there were a lot of horses?
Maybe not all of them. I'm not sure.
Where's our horse people?
Yeah, we need a horse. Yeah, it was. I bet on the 9 horse.
9?
And I bet 9, 11, 2. The 2 being, California Chrome for the triple.
Right.
And then I just bet the 9 and 11 for the exacta because I didn't. I put the triple California Chrome completely out of the money.
Right.
And then I took those 2 horses, the 9 and the 11, and I just picked one and bet $50 to win on it. And it was the 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I should have fucking went the other way. So it boiled down, it was a 50-50 shot of me hitting the right horse to bet $50 on, and I fucked it up.
Wow.
Whoopsie.
So can we hear the guy's rant?
Yeah,
Sam
like
Roberts.
This.
Here it is.
And all those with California Chrome. Throughout it all, Steve, it's been an amazing ride. What were your thoughts as they turned for home?
Well, I thought he was gaining ground, but he didn't have it in him, apparently. You know what? He's been in 3. This is his 3rd very big race. These other horses, they always set them out. They set them out and try to upset the apple cart. I'll never see, I'm 61 years old, and I'll never see, in my lifetime, I'll never see another Triple Crown winner because of the way they do this. It's not fair to these horses that have been in the game since day one.
It's his wife over his shoulder.
Look at it this way. If you can't make enough points to get in the Kentucky Derby, you can't run in the other 2 races.
So if you had your way, you would say you got to run the Triple Crown or you cannot come up in the Belmont and be a fresh horse.
That's right. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Because this is not fair to these horses that have been running their guts out for these people.
They don't
and
care.
for the people that believe in
Horses
them.
don't care.
For have somebody to come up like this is a coward's way out, in my opinion. This is a coward's way out.
Oh,
So you think
now the
they
wife
came
is
right
hitting
after
him.
your horse, and that was the plan, just like they have other.
Did you see the wife hit him in the back? Hey.
Our horse had a target on his back. Everybody else lays out one, or they won't run in the Kentucky Derby or the Preakness. They'll wait until the Belmont. You know what? If you've got a horse, run him in all 3. If you've got a horse that can, Carolyn, if you've got a horse that earns points to run in the Kentucky Derby, those 20 horses that start in Kentucky are the only 20 eligible to run in all 3 races. This is the coward's way out.
Steve, I know it's a tough loss. We hope to see him down the
The
road.
naggy wife.
All right.
Shut up. Horse is lost and she's fucking telling him what to say.
She's jabbing him in the
jabbing
back.
him in the back to make him shut up.
Because obviously you could see there, she's starting to get like texts from people saying, your husband's losing his mind there, rein him in. And
Why
she's
rein him
reading the
in?
text. And then she pokes him, and he's like, Carolyn!
Is he still talking? The CNN clip has him walking away.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this thing is
to
everywhere.
be honest, this is why she was trying to rein him in, though. This is why.
Yes.
Well, that's gotta be frustrating, but
Yes.
but it's something they've been doing for a while, where they only run the Belmont.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
they feel like their horse, has a real good chance at that race, and maybe not so
God.
much with the other 2 races. So
Right.
why wouldn't you keep them fresh for the Belmont? Is there more, Sam, or is that it?
That's it.
That was it, pretty much. That's great.
He was not happy.
Wow. Yeah, he was not happy at all.
No,
Yeah, good for him.
But I like the fact he thinks the horses give a fuck. They
I
don't.
know. They just want to stop running, I think,
Yeah.
and go rest.
Yeah. Oh, tired? Let me hang my big dick out and go to the bathroom. That's all they think of after a race.
I think horses. Obviously, horses like to run. I don't think they like running in that situation
Yeah, they like the open plains.
where no one's
and,
really around and they can just
right,
kind of
right.
run around.
Yeah.
I don't think they want somebody on its back. I think they just get used to having someone on their back. I don't think they want how many people? 100, at least 100,000, right?
Yeah.
At least 100,000 people screaming as they're running, inches away from other horses. I don't think they want that.
Yeah, getting whipped with some midget on his back.
You could train them to kind of, do that, I guess.
Yeah.
But he don't give a fuck. They have no idea they won in the end. You think they have any idea in their horse brains that something special happened?
Nothing. Nothing.
You don't think anything?
None. I don't think they know anything. They're dumb. They got a little fucking pea brain. Most of it's just to run that massive fucking body.
Right.
And that's about it. You know, they see an apple, they go, ooh. Ooh.
Why did horse racing become the thing? You think our ancestors tried running everything and it just didn't work out? Do you think?
Maybe.
Like somewhere they're like, oh, let's try giraffes. Oh, all right.
This sucks.
No, giraffes aren't going to work.
Yeah.
Let's try zebras, maybe.
Goat racing.
Although in some of these other countries, they certainly still race a lot of other animals.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it was a tried and true thing. We tried a lot of animals, and finally the horse one was like, fuck, this is working pretty good, man.
This ain't bad.
All right, I like this.
Yeah.
Let's say hi. Hi. David in Ohio. What's up, David?
David? David.
Hey.
The guy the next day goes on Good Morning America and talks about how unfair it was. He said it was like him at 6'2", playing basketball against a kid in a wheelchair.
Oh, he said that?
Yes, he did. The next morning, and you know you can't say wheelchair on TV. So.
What? You can if it fits, but that just didn't really fit there.
No,
that doesn't really make much sense.
No, not at all.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? It happens.
It does happen.
Let's say hi to Greg in Indianapolis.
And it's time for California Chrome.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hey, you guys should listen to the Bob Costas interview with the winner right after that. He didn't miss a beat right after that. Instead of saying congratulations on winning the Belmont, he said, I've got to ask you, Steve So-So said that this is the coward's way out.
No, really?
Yeah.
I guess he has to do that, though.
But I was just reminded, didn't they kind of change the rules to even allow California Chrome, not to run, but to wear those strips? Remember they had to make a ruling on that?
Yep. To breathe right.
So that's an actual rule they have that they said, all right, we'll let it slide. So what is this guy talking about?
What's
It's not
talking?
fair.
Yeah. They gave him a little upper hand there.
A little bit.
If you could call it that, but they changed a rule.
Yeah. All right, Greg. Thank you. Is this the GMA thing? Yeah, let's listen to this.
For joining us. You're aware, I am sure, about the uproar in the sports world and on social media with people calling you a sore loser. Do you regret what you had to say after the race?
Not only no, but hell no. I do not regret it one bit. It's the truth.
Good for him.
You stand by those words and your convictions, but of course, we were watching this on live television. We could see your wife behind you. She seemed to be a bit dismayed. You had some interaction and exchange a few words with her as well. How does she feel about it? And are you in the doghouse with her?
No, she's still getting out of bed right now. But I'm here at the park. You know what? I'm going to stand by what I said, simply because, there are people that train their horses to run in the Kentucky Derby, and they have to qualify. They have to get points to run in the Kentucky Derby. You don't have to have points to run in the Preakness or the Belmont, but you have to nominate your horse for the Triple Crown, and that means 3. Triple Crown, 3. You might compare this to a triathlon. You got to swim, you got to bicycle, and you got to run. If you don't make it in one, you're not going to do the other 2.
So just to clarify I'm sorry to interrupt you, but just to clarify for our viewers who may not be up to speed on this, essentially your beef is that the horse that won and beat your horse last night didn't run in one of the 2 races leading up to the Belmont, and you're saying that's basically a violation of some sort of code. Do you think that the rules should be changed, that in order to compete in Belmont, you've got to run in both the Preakness and the Kentucky Derby?
Yes, I do. I mean, think of it this way, okay? It says Triple Crown. You nominate your horse for the Triple Crown. That means 3. Even the trophy, the Triple Crown trophy, has 3 points on it. So when you earn enough points to run in the Kentucky Derby,
drop an N-bomb here?
Those 20 horses that start in the Kentucky Derby should be the only 20 allowed to run in the Preakness and the Belmont for the Triple Crown. These people, they nominate their horses for the Triple Crown, which means 3.
Like Mr. Haney.
Yeah.
And then they hold out 2,
He lost his
and then come
voice,
back
too.
and
Yeah.
run 1. That would be
Probably
like
screaming cunt in the car on the way home.
You fucking poke me again, I'll kill you.
Oh, God, you think she got a talking to?
Did she ever?
In the Triple Crown. There were 3 horses in this race.
Yeah, I think she got a talking to.
Oh, yeah.
California Chrome,
That's funny.
Right on Curlin, and General A-Rod.
If you ever
that ran in the
do
first.
that again.
We probably should have.
It don't matter.
We should have vetted this before.
Yeah,
just an interview.
He's just babbling.
Yeah, he's just going off. But
We understand.
anytime you see the guy with the cowboy hat on being interviewed, I always sit there going, oh, here it comes. He's going to say something stupid.
I wonder if they'll change the rules.
No. They've been doing it this way forever. I think they consider it like,
It just seems like more horse owners are taking advantage of that.
it fills up the field.
Because if you have a really good horse, you're like the Triple Crown's the thing. So you probably for many years were like, well, I gotta run him in the Kentucky.
Yeah.
But now they're finally starting to think like, let's just hold them back, I guess.
How many of those 20 horses from the Kentucky Derby actually make it to the Preakness or the Belmont? You could end up with a field of 5 horses then.
Oh, right.
Because you can't fill out the field with other horses, and that fucks up everything as far as the betting goes.
Gotcha.
And, you know,
It's usually a third. A third of the horses will usually make it.
you got cheeky.
You did.
You got coy.
Yeah, he did. A little bit.
Sometimes in the middle of a lie, I get very cute.
A little bit there.
Yeah, so I don't think you could do it that way, but
Right.
he's got somewhat of a point. You know, you got a horse that runs all 3 legs and has a chance of getting the Triple Crown. You kind of want him racing against like horses that have, been through it.
Sure. Well, all right. And the Tonys were on last night. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, who won? Do tell.
We don't.
Was Wolverine hosting?
Oh, yeah.
Was he?
Did he do a little song and dance number? Because that's always a little weird. I'm just saying, that's always a little weird watching the old Wolverine.
It's a little weird how effortless it is.
It's effortless for him.
It's a little strange to me.
Doing a little 2-step up there.
You would think Wolverine would be a little, clunky on his feet.
Right, a little clunky.
But not this Hugh Jackman, man. It's effortless with him.
He's a natural up on a Broadway stage.
It's so easy. He's eating cronut as he does it.
Oh, true, yes.
It's time to eat that cronut.
Oh, boy.
Why didn't Hugh Jackman come into our show if he was in town for the Tonys?
He's probably practicing for the Tonys.
Rehearsing. You don't say practicing. You showbiz lingo.
Sorry, I'm not in the business.
Hold on. Before we move on from the horse thing, this guy has some knowledge. Mike on Long Island, go ahead. You're the last call on this subject for today.
I just was listening to you guys. At the end of that interview, he says that only 3 horses ran in all 3 races.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah, he named all 3 horses also.
So only 3.
Oh, right. He did say that.
So what is his problem? He
General
knows,
A-Rod and 2 other ones.
So what was he expected? 3 horses to run in the Belmont?
Yeah.
He's just a sore loser.
Yeah, he is a sore loser.
Yeah, he is, obviously. So
They made
3 horses.
Wait, he didn't have to wear those strips, and he still complained.
That would have made the triple pretty easy to get.
Only 3 horses. Is that?
But one of you said it right. I mean, if they don't have horses, how are you going to bet on 3
Ant
horses?
said that. Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
He would have won the triple.
So everything he was saying doesn't make sense.
No.
It sounds like
a little harder.
It sounds like by the time you get to Belmont, there's not many horses that ran all 3 races.
Well, there's not a lot of horses that run a mile and a half.
Right. Yeah, that's the issue. That's why it makes it so tough to get the Triple Crown.
What's the longest one?
The Belmont.
That's it.
By far. Belmont's a long race.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
All right, Mikey. Thank you.
You get a horse that loses the Kentucky Derby. Why the fuck are you going to put him in the Preakness and in the Belmont after that? You know, really. You don't want to strain him, stress him out, make him run that hard.
Because if you win 1 out of the 3, that's pretty cool too, no?
Yeah, but if you know your horse I don't know, doesn't have a chance at the Triple Crown, and you just put him in the first one for the Triple Crown. You can't force the guy to then, now you have to race in the next 2 races.
Right.
You know, my horse, his foot hurts. Hoof. It's a hoof.
I think you're pushing your horse.
It's a sin, man.
Wouldn't you just push your horse as much as possible? Because in the end, you know, you could really make some money off it.
Oh,
that's right. And I'd beat it if
maybe.
it lost.
I don't know. If you think he doesn't have it in him to win that, though.
Is there a place you could go just to see these horses?
See them?
Sure.
Like, could you go somewhere in a couple months from now and just see California Chrome?
Just munching on some grass in the pasture?
Well, because they never run again, really.
No.
After the whole Triple Crown attempt, they're done,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Does California Chrome ever run another race?
No, I'm going to put him out to stud.
But how does that work? Do these horses go on to run a few other races after this?
Nah, that's it.
So that's it for him.
I think that's it. Because his jizz is worth a lot of money.
Right.
So you don't want him fucking up his legs, so you got to shoot him.
Right.
You want to start jacking that horse off.
Absolutely.
Getting the jizz.
Now the fun begins for
Right.
the owner and the horse.
Almost as precious as the nagel seed.
Damn, wow. Really? I don't know about that.
Yes.
Horse is like, well, I got to take this with me.
Yeah.
I don't trust these dames.
And you don't have to show a horse Simpsons figures to get his comment.
Who knows this shit? So it's a complete timing issue, and you just develop this horse for one lousy year of running?
Well, I'm sure he ran before that.
Some shit before that. So what's the lifespan of one of these horses as far as racing goes?
3, 4.
They're 3-year-olds, so they're
just a couple of years,
and that's it.
Yeah, at most.
Wow.
I bet
they should have a stable just to see these horses now.
I bet they do.
And there's California Chrome over there.
I bet you they have their little ranch with, home of California Chrome.
You think?
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Ain't bad, though.
Yeah.
Meatloaf said that, I think.
Yes, he did.
He did.
All right. We're done with the Tonys. That was great. Great coverage on the Tonys. So.
Well, who won best...
Jimmy.
I don't know who won best...
I don't think any of us have seen a Broadway show in a few years now.
What was best musical?
We always see one every once in a while, right?
I saw Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
How was it? Good.
Did you see?
It was really good.
You see Hedwig and the Angry Inch?
That was so good.
Really?
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't see it.
Although people are saying you got to see the Carole King musical.
Fabulous.
People are saying you got to see that.
It's fabulous.
Did you see A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder?
Ooh, that sounds mysterious.
Ooh.
12th Night, but they spell it with that F, that 12th. The 12th Night.
12th Night.
Is night with an N or a K?
Oh.
So that must be starring a black cast if it's 12th Night. 12th Night.
What about the Bryan Cranston joint?
He won.
He won.
What is that, All the Way?
It's about LBJ, who plays LBJ, and gets up there and I guess puts on a pretty good performance.
He kills Kennedy for meth.
Yes.
It's a really weird connection.
Amazing.
By the way, I knew somebody that wore a hat, he has a weird hat. And I always thought, wow, that hat looks really stupid on him. But then I realized after I finally saw Breaking Bad, this guy thinks he looks like Walter White. I was so embarrassed for him.
That is embarrassing.
You don't look like Walter White.
Embarrassing.
And then there's some show called Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
That just sounds awful.
That's sometimes just the title alone goes, I don't want to see that.
But if you're like one of those broads from Long Island,
we're all going to see whatever the name is.
Wednesdays on the Long Island Railroad used to scare the fuck out of me when we worked at NEW when I was training it. Every stop, we're going to Broadway.
The matinee. We're going to the matinee.
And they all have their hair done.
I went to the parlor just for this.
Their hair is starting to look like cotton candy.
Do you have a Chesterfield?
Does every woman end up just looking like that?
Yes. I saw a woman walking around. Her hair looked like a hat. She had spun it around her head because I guess it was thinning and it was gray and nasty. It looked like old wool. And it was spun on her head like a hat, like a wool hat.
Look like
that's her hair.
Look like what you find in a lint trap.
Yeah. Just popped it on her head.
Oh,
it's terrible with these.
But Wednesday,
what happens to these poor ladies,
especially through like Westbury.
Oh yeah, I wore my mink.
E-Rock.
And now that it's warmer, you're going to start seeing more of the Red Hat Society.
Oh, remember the Red Hat
I love
Society?
the Red Hat Society. Yeah.
Yep. There's some old broads that belong to the Red Hat Society.
Do they
wear red hats?
You think any of them les out?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Because the hat's the only red shit they've seen in years.
Yes.
They have no sexual fucking.
And then these ladies would talk about where they were going to eat before their show.
Yeah.
And all the deals that they found online.
Oh, yes.
And they all know each other. Like the train stops and more come on and they know each other because they have it all planned ahead of time. What train car they're going to be on for the big trip to the city. It was Wednesdays, right? Because I think that was matinee day.
Yeah.
Yep, Wednesdays and
They
matinees.
came in. They would just take over the fucking train.
That's great.
Anyway,
to some lousy show. What about did Rocky win anything? Is that even open yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been
okay.
open.
I don't know. No buzz about it. Did it win anything? Do they sing? Oh, does Rocky sing in that?
Yeah.
The list says best scenic design of a musical.
And
Who knows
what
what
it
that means?
stinks on ice.
What's one song from that new one?
Yeah.
I wish Mickey were here
I'm sure it's something stupid like
to
that.
guide me through this.
Yeah. Yuck.
I dropped a stewed tomato on the floor.
What are some of the songs in Rocky I would love to
You got
know?
any Rocky from Rocky the Musical?
I'm
These
not
are always
saying anything.
douchey.
They don't have any little samples
Any
online?
preview sample?
They got to have samples
Something like
online.
that. Young Sam Roberts is looking intently
I bet you
online.
one song is called Yo Adrian.
Yo, Adrian. Oh, that sucks.
Yo Adrian!
And the bad, like, the dance troupe behind him comes out with boxing gloves on, like swinging
and
in
silk
a
robes.
line. Yes. Oh.
We're here to fight.
Beat you. Oh, is that some right there?
Yeah.
All right, let's. Can we do it after the break? Because this might take a while.
As long as we get to it
Right
As soon
away?
as we come back.
Yeah, we
I'm going to go in
usually
there and kiss E-Rock and then we come back.
get distracted.
All right.
Simpsons.
And I want to talk about the most ridiculous show I've seen in years.
Ooh.
That was on over the weekend.
Well, I'm trying to think.
I was turned on to it by one of our guests that was in recently, and I said, "You know what? I remember this guy talking about this. I'm going to take a look."
Check it out.
Oh my God! That's all I want to say right now. Did you see any TV on what night was it? Saturday night.
Saturday, no.
Okay, you would have.
No.
This thing is so silly. I'll explain next. But first, we will do Rocky right after the break.
Hey, bravo.
That's right. So, Rocky. We found some Rocky songs from the musical.
The Tonys, I guess, were last night. Notice I say I guess.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. I heard something about, what is that, Broadway?
They all had that song where they would all come out in the robes and the box gloves and they were singing that song. I'm punching my way to your heart.
I bet it's like that.
You don't
though.
like that?
I hate it.
When they all come out in little hats and sing, I don't sweat you. He don't sweat you. He don't sweat you. I don't sweat you.
Why would they just take that part?
I don't know.
Make a big song and dance
Pauly.
number about
They
it.
all throw turkeys to imagine.
Right.
They all like mock throw turkeys to windows, but they carry them.
All over the top acting, that Broadway acting. Hey, Rock! Comes into the fucking meat locker and he's punching the meat.
Yeah.
I'm punching meat.
Yeah. I'm going to go all the way to the top. Gonna go all the way to the top.
He's going to go all the way to the top, I think.
He's hitting the fucking meat.
Oh, God.
Let's hear a song, a real song.
Let's hear a Rocky song.
Please.
What's this one called?
This is an original.
Had my lip fixed by surgery.
This is Fight from the Heat.
Fight from the heat. Fight from the heat.
wirklich erst vor, sag ich mal, 3 Wochen wirklich begriffen, was das bedeutet. Was das Ganze... Mann, ist der ein Vieh. Zeit und
What
Ideen,
the fuck did you find?
To let him start.
Is he Russian or something?
It's nice taking his time.
Rocky Marciano.
Oh no.
If you was here, Rocky, what would you tell me to do?
Oh, God.
You've been in this corner. I'm not comparing myself to a champ such as you. But Rocky, you've been through it.
Ah, my God.
Making the choice of your life in a second or two. I've still got enough pride in me left, I can still turn this down. Here stands a fighter, but they want a clown. But now what I'm hearing, make a new start. Rocky, fight from the heart.
Rocky, fight from the heart.
Then cut never amount, and always believing they're right.
You got another one? Like a big ensemble number?
Up until
Down for the count. That's what Mrs. Dracula used to do.
You're sucking his penis.
Yes. Is that it?
I got Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, let's hear what that
yeah,
what they
sure.
did to that for Broadway. Dun, 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 dun. What was this?
Das ist eine Pressekonferenz.
Must have been a preview.
Why?
A preview,
Why
huh?
is this in a weird language?
Yeah, why isn't he speaking English?
I think it's German.
And then he sings fucking perfect English.
Wollt ihr noch was hören?
Maybe they're in Germany. Das Musical. It says Rocky, Das Musical.
Schauen wir.
Oh, so this is not the...
It's the same
cast?
No, this is probably the guy who's...
Get under the glass table.
This
Open your mouth.
But this isn't like what you would hear on Broadway. They got guitars and shit, and
Well, he's previewing the songs. This isn't clips from the play.
Oh, maybe
yeah,
it was
but not with the big orchestra and everything. Rocky, Rocky, and all that shit. Like a good musical, Sam?
I do.
Yeah, you liked Cats.
I love Cats. Did you?
Rising up, back on the street.
Oh, God, what are we doing?
Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my
He's just
feet.
singing a bad
Just
cover of
man
Eye of the
and
Tiger.
his
I
will
don't
to
care.
survive.
I don't care. All
Too
right.
many times
I've lost complete
it
interest.
happened
Let's
so
see some more
fast.
Rocky. Not
You
this
treat
one.
Lost
your
complete
passion.
interest.
Let's
Have
see
you?
the next
In
one.
this Rocky thing.
Come on, we got to go into Rocky. What would you do?
I know. I would hope. All right, this is the first look.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's better. That's more like it. Oh, look.
It's very much
They
like
got
my
stairs?
life. Not being recognized, not having love in my life, just feeling very alone and isolated. So I thought, why don't I take those feelings and put them in the body of a boxer? And I had no idea that there's so many millions of people that felt the same way.
Sly makes any money with this, or do you sell it?
The more disappears.
This is a song we heard.
Yes.
But I'm hearing your voice in my head saying, don't let this go.
I'm sure he makes money.
Rocky's the story of the underdog, the person who always wanted something
Alex?
and never
He's
quite was
mysterious.
able to achieve that, and then gets a second chance in life.
Make a new start. Rocky, fight from the heart.
Here are characters with tremendous heart, tremendous emotion,
Is it
who
lit?
yearn to find one
there's the
another and
pet
to
store.
find love and to redeem themselves.
Now,
Something like warm, something like being sheltered from a storm.
Oh, that dumb Broadway sound.
Hate it. When what Rocky's able to achieve when no one believes in him is, a global idea that any of us can do what we dream of if we set our mind to it.
sets.
What I liked about Rocky is he's just a kind guy. He's not the biggest, he's not the fastest, he's not the strongest, but his pride is so
Sly just
explosive.
looks bizarre now.
I know.
Yeah, those eyebrows.
So
His face is half frozen now.
Romantic story.
Did you get work done?
Oh, fuck yeah.
The fight was not the most important part. The part was the heart. It's a story that can go on from generation to generation about how everyone is entitled to a moment of dignity.
Fight from the heart.
Oh, they do have him in the meat locker. Oh, boy.
I want to hear that one.
We should go.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, let's go see Rocky. The music.
Yeah?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, boy. Then we'll go see Wicked. And then Kinky Boots.
Then we'll go to a diner and get some food. And then back to the train.
So it didn't win much?
I don't know. Who knows?
Best fucking boxing ring in a musical.
They performed a number from it.
Well, I saw a singing show over the weekend.
You did?
Thanks to our pal Sebastian Bach, who was in studio.
All right. I was wondering who you meant.
He was. He's part of a show called I think it's called Sing Your Face Off.
Yeah.
Basically, they take celebrities.
Jimmy, look. Sorry. It's
they're all boxing.
The whole thing.
That's what you were saying.
The whole thing. They're all.
But you notice
like
they're a little.
Yeah, a little off, a little mysterious.
I think you can say a little swishy. Just a little swishy.
Mysterious.
I want to be in the crowd because then they walk through the crowd. Maybe they'll bring me on.
Maybe.
Is this from the Tonys last night?
Yeah.
Oh, yuck.
Oh.
How you doing?
Oh, they bring out what I guess is Apollo Creed. Hey, Creed. That ring looks a little thin.
It's unbelievable. Both men are struggling to stay on their feet and keep
They're doing like musical fake boxing on stage.
Right.
It's really.
How do they fight with the ring spinning around?
Right.
Why would they?
No, that's symbolic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just beat the shit out of the other guy just because it's on live TV?
Oh, look, they're getting bloody.
Right.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me, Mick.
You've got to cut me, Mick.
This is so bad.
This is the thing last night?
Yeah.
I guess.
Silly.
shake them off and battle back. Challenging the champ, punches blow for blow. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh.
It's over! The fight is over!
What is that?
How douchey.
That's douchey.
Now he's making out with Adrian.
Play a singing breath. Play the applause from the audience.
Right. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Stay tuned for the next 10 hours of the Tonys.
At the Winter Garden Theater.
Where's that?
Was it?
Rocky is.
Oh, that's right. Now and forever.
Is that close?
Where Caroline?
Yeah, it's right there.
All right, let's go see Rocky.
Where Mamma Mia was.
Let's say hi to Ed in Vermont. Ed.
Ed.
Hello, Ed.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Would you like to know?
Yeah, you're forgetting the best part of the play. It's right at the end of the first act when they have 50 retarded guys come out on the stage tap dancing to Take Me to the Zoo.
I
was believing him until he said that.
I know. Well, that was a part of the movie.
Nice.
Take her to the zoo, Rock. I hear the retards like the zoo.
So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
So the show Sing Your Face Off.
Sing Your Face
So they get a
Off.
bunch of celebrities and then they spin this like wheel.
Uh-huh.
Like you see on Let's Make a Deal.
Sure.
And then a face pops up and they have to like transform into that person.
Oh, like physically?
Pretty much, yeah. And you got Sebastian Bach on the show, and who else is on this fucking... Lisa Rinna? Is that her name?
Lisa Rinna.
Uh-huh.
She's on that show.
And did they have to do it, or are they like judges?
Yeah, they have to do it.
Oh, the celebrities.
The judges are Daryl Hammond and Debbie Gibson.
Wow.
And then like a special special guest judge.
Right.
I saw Richard Simmons with his bizarre hair. I don't know what the fuck he's doing
just
now. I think he's spraying some paint in there.
It's a
the only thing I
whisper.
can. Yeah, but I think there's paint underneath.
Is there?
I think so.
His hair's like fucking Kaiser Sose. You just talk of it and it's gone.
It's called Sing Your Face Off?
Yes.
And John Lovitz is on?
Really?
Yeah.
I think
the cast is John Lovitz, Sebastian Bach,
right?
China Ann McClain.
I don't know
who that is. Landry Fields, basketball player,
right?
And Lisa Rinna.
And Lisa Rinna had to be Katy Perry, and was so uncomfortable to watch.
The judges are Debbie Gibson and Daryl Hammond.
Right.
And then each week there's a guest judge.
Yeah, I said all that.
David Allen Greer.
Debbie Gibson cute?
She is.
Yeah.
She was in here.
I know. Yeah.
She was flirting with us.
She's
Her
very,
and Tiffany were in here
very
flirting
cute.
with us. We felt like we might have had a shot.
Have a shot?
Had a little shot
Nice.
at those two.
You missed the Carney Wilson episode?
I saw the Carney Wilson episode.
Oh, thank God.
I did see the Carney Wilson episode. So, and, is this the one?
Landry Fields?
Landry Fields, he's a basketball player. He's a giant. He's got to be at least 6'4", 6'5".
Uh-huh.
He's taller than Sebastian Bach, and he spun the wheel, and it landed on Nicki Minaj.
What, the guy could get a girl's fucking
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
And they got to spend a week becoming the
perfecting it.
person.
It's a really dumb show. I don't want to sell this as something that's amazing that we all should watch.
Stupid.
It's a dumb show. Lisa Rinna had to be Justin Bieber on the episode I saw on Saturday.
Now, will they use blackface or whiteface on when you have to change race?
Well, it seems like the black girl on the show has gotten all black.
But if it's spinning the wheel,
Yeah, they're
that's
avoiding
pretty-
I think they're avoiding some problems, is what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Because she was Michael Jackson. She was who's the one where her butt is like spreading out on the piano bench?
That's Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys,
Rihanna,
and next week I think she's going to be James Brown.
Wait, so
she's
it's
getting
the
all
same
black.
celebrities every week?
Yeah, they get voted off because that's what you do.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Sebastian Bach, he had to be Willie Nelson. He had to be Freddie Mercury.
Uh-huh.
And then John Lovitz is kind of getting the fat ones. He had to be Meatloaf. So I just want to show you this clip of Landry, the basketball player. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He had to be Nicki Minaj. This is going to freak you out.
All right.
Landry Fields sings his face off as Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, look at this lasers.
Look at this giant.
Big production.
It's not Nicki.
Let's go to the beach, let's go get away. They say what they gotta say. Have a drink, found my own life. Bad girls like me, it's hard to come by.
This is like Japanese tea.
Let's go get it on. Let's
It's like a scene in a drag club.
Leave a good tip, upload on my money.
I've heard.
I'm on the floor. I like to dance, so give me more.
He's dressed like a serial killer or something.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me hard. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky.
The reaction says it all. He's got a giant fake butt.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Horrible pink hair.
Delightful.
This is terrible.
That's why I brought it to you.
Just terrible.
Higher than a Richardson.
Now he's twerking. And
I don't like the reaction shots of judges.
Yeah, they're shocked.
Well, there's a whole thing with Richard Simmons because, you know, he might like that sort of thing.
Mysterious.
Higher than a Richardson.
And there's Sebastian Bach as Freddie Mercury. You already sang.
Oh, how was that?
It was pretty good. Fucking Sebastian Bach knows how to fucking
Because he's
sing.
got a
see him
great
as Freddie
voice.
Mercury.
Yeah,
Really?
let's see him as Freddie
Well, you
Mercury. Where is it?
got to play Richard Simmons because he's
mysterious.
and he likes to be a little over the top with
He
things. so-
certainly does.
Yeah, play this. Like, see, he's just staring in awe.
You can't imagine.
That's the end of
That was it. They don't give you the Richard Simmons going over the top.
No, they don't give you the judges.
All right.
I do want to see.
Entering the facelift now.
Got Freddie Mercury?
Let's see.
Sebastian Bach has a pretty good voice.
He's got an amazing voice. His Willie Nelson wasn't that great.
Yeah, he doesn't have that kind of voice.
No, so he kind of made it his own, which goes against what the show.
Hell.
I guess you don't have it.
So 2, do you even know what episode?
I think it was episode 3, I think.
Oh.
They don't have all the clips.
Last week, the Face Finder handed out 5 new musical challenges.
Face Finder.
5 famous faces transformed into 5 music legends.
Oh, boy.
Comedian John Lovitz tonight is Pavarotti.
No, this wasn't the episode.
Oh.
No, that wasn't the episode.
Try 3.
I think it might have been 3.
All right.
Let's go with 3.
Here we go.
Let's go with 3.
What the fuck?
Yeah. No, it was episode 4. I just realized it's gonna be episode 4.
All right.
I just did some figuring out in my own head.
All right. Episode 4.
But they don't have the clip, so this is gonna be a waste of time.
Well, they have the full episode.
Oh, do they? Do they now?
The hell's that?
Got to put in my thing.
It was a photo of 2 compassionate people.
Yeah. Oh, you okay, Grandpa? You're choking on your words.
I tell a little joke and then I have to relax in my chair for a half hour.
Sing your face off.
Oh, it's
just sounds terrible.
It's
tonight. Comedian John Lovitz is Meatloaf. Actress Lisa Rinna becomes Justin Bieber.
I need to be older.
Disney Channel star China Anne McClain is Alicia Keys. Rock legend Sebastian Bach is Freddie Mercury.
There you go.
Star Landry Fields transforms.
Platinum Records to Broadway. Give it up for Debbie Gibson.
No, keep going. Keep going.
And twice the
Sebastian Bach goes first. So
Freddie Mercury is just to me like so iconic way he performs.
I ended up watching Queen videos after this.
Not scared of choreography.
You forget how much of a performer Freddie Mercury was.
What a performer!
That whole Radio Gaga at Wembley.
Wants to be a loser.
I don't love that song.
Huh?
I don't love that
but
song.
But everyone clapping along. Over 100,000 people clapping along at once.
Sebastian Bach sings his face off as.
So those people have to wait for them to get into the elevator all this time?
No.
Oh, is that pre-shot?
Yeah. His big mustache.
It's Fat Freddy.
It's Fat Freddy.
Yeah.
I'm taking my bows and my cuts and calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all.
It's so weird to hear that voice coming out of his face.
Roses and no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge upon the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends.
So a singer is competing against actors in a singing contest?
That is true. His voice.
This is a fucking. This is
I'm sure
beating.
John Lovitz can hit those notes too.
I doubt it.
He doesn't have to tame one note down.
No.
We are the champions of the world.
Yeah, he's nail it. Totally.
That's so unfair.
It really is.
Yeah. You should be able to throw cherry bombs at the real singers and they have to do it. There's no way an actor can compete with that. He is fucking.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Some basketball player in drag.
Yeah, basketball player is going to get up there and.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. First off, Sebastian, give me a big old smile with those teeth.
Hi.
They made him
fake teeth.
They made him wear fake teeth to sing with.
Anything to fucking make the odds better.
That difficult to sing with the teeth
we don't
in
have
your
to
mouth.
listen to this. Is boring as fuck.
Like Sean Connery taking out Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Let's hear what the professionals thought about your performance. We'll start with you, Daryl. Can you do a Sean Connery?
Oh, remember?
That was a flawless.
I'm not proposing marriage. You don't have to think about it. Just nod.
That's the easy one.
Awesome.
He goes awesome.
Awesome.
Doesn't have a clue.
Awesome.
Yeah. Lovitz is doing very well on the show.
Oh, is he?
Lovitz is a funny guy, man.
Yep.
John Lovitz is fucking funny. He did Billy Idol, Pavarotti,
and Meatloaf.
And the Meatloaf.
So he gets the fat people.
Well, you can see him as Meatloaf quick if you want.
God. Oh, my
They put a horrible nose on
Oh, did they fuck him up good?
It's a really dumb show.
It's so bad. I like the theatrics. Very.
It's well produced, but
very huge.
And I would do anything for love. And I would do anything for love.
That's not bad, actually.
Maybe they only pick these actors who can actually sing a little bit.
Right.
Maybe.
He's got a little singing background, probably.
And I won't do that.
Oh, boy.
Some days it don't come easy.
He looks ridiculous doing
He
this.
does look really silly.
Some days it don't come at all. And these are the days that never end. As long as the planets are turning. As long as the stars are burning, as long as your dreams are coming true, you better believe it that I would do anything for love.
It's John Lovitz, though.
Do anything for love.
How did this get picked up?
It's on a Saturday night, and they only did against Stanley Cup hockey. By the way,
Yeah.
They recorded 6 episodes and they're airing them back to back each week.
Yeah.
So they've committed to 3 weeks of Saturday nights for it.
Yeah, I saw 2 episodes in a row.
That's great.
Anyway,
congrats.
People were getting mad at my house because I was enjoying this.
Would be
But I was
mad.
enjoying it because it's so stupid.
Yeah. That is bad.
I like stupid shit.
Wow. That's it's a hell of a show. That's a good one.
I can't imagine it's doing well.
I haven't heard anyone else talk about this.
How do you think that went for you tonight? I mean, you've had some great.
And then they just have to sit there for the rest of the show in the dumb outfit.
In the seat, in the outfit.
Yeah, like it's Halloween.
Ah, goofy.
You think Sebastian Bach wants to sit around in that stupid mustache all day?
Hey man, Sebastian Bach was in, so I figured, fuck, I'll kind of check it out. He got voted off, by the way.
Sebastian?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
No, he didn't.
I feel like I don't think anyone's going to actually watch this show, so I feel
What did he get
I feel
off?
okay with the fact that I just spoiled. He's the first that was voted
Get
off.
the fuck out of here.
What was it based
You know what?
on?
Maybe it's just he's too good. It's like it's.
I don't know.
Would he kick a judge?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. The point totals are for every week.
He was better than John Lovitz, though.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but
what are you judging it on? If
But
it's
he had
just singing.
I guess he had shittier performances
care.
before that. His Willie Nelson wasn't that good.
Why do I care?
Huh?
Why do I even care? It's a terrible show.
But Sebastian got voted off.
Oh, well, that I care about.
So now I'm not watching it anymore.
That's it? You're done?
Yeah.
You don't want to see what John Lovitz has to sing?
Yeah, it's just a goof.
A goof.
Hope they don't run out of fat singers before John Lovitz gets voted off.
That's a good point.
I'm being reminded that they did a diving show with Louis Anderson, so of course they did this
right.
show.
And
The show was dope, though.
It was.
This was ABC, right? ABC did the diving show? Okay.
Yes,
So this
it
is
did.
their diving show for this summer.
Jesus.
Except the diving show was on prime time during the week.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But wasn't there crying in that show?
Yeah.
Oh, Louis would always cry.
Louis was crying.
Go into the water,
he didn't think,
crying.
He didn't think he could do it. I'm like,
Oh.
and I'm sitting there going, do what? Jump into a pool?
Who was that? Well, who was it?
Remember they couldn't get him out of the pool?
Oh, yeah.
Was it Kareem?
Kareem was
Kareem that looked like he was going to break every fucking bone in his body.
Right.
Jumping into the water.
And they teased the Louis Anderson belly flop for weeks.
Yeah, for weeks.
I'm pitching a show, actually, a celebrity show.
Jimmy.
I've already kind of trademarked it.
Uh-huh.
Celebrity genital mutilation. That's what I do.
So celebrities get up, have their genitals mutilated,
Yeah.
and then what's the point?
Yeah, how do you get voted off?
Whoever's genitals are mutilated in the most amusing fashion.
Okay, well.
As does the mutilator, they're a team.
You want to see? You want to see old Lisa Rinna?
Yeah.
Act like Katy Perry and everyone saying how she's like ageless.
Oh, no.
Do you want to see it? It's up to you. They say she's ageless, though. As she does Katy Perry. That's her doing Justin Bieber.
Oh, good. Does she drop N-bombs like Justin?
I don't know. What's the latest on...
no one seems
baptized.
He was really baptized in a bathtub? That doesn't seem like it's...
So silly.
That's what they got to do now?
Well, I mean...
Wait, they did it... They baptized him because he used the N-word?
I don't know.
That's what the headline's saying. Bieber baptized in bathtub after he was caught using N-word. Bad boy Justin Bieber is born again. The boyfriend crooner cleaned his soul with a bathtub baptism at a Manhattan church last week after a new video was released of the pop star slinging the N-word 5 years ago. Bieber sought atonement at the church after a week of rigorous Bible study. Oh, my God. And they write this like it's real shit.
This is unbelievable.
We're all living in a play. There's not an ounce of sincerity in any of this.
It's weird.
The fucking song, My Nigga, how fucking popular is that song?
It's huge.
YG. Are they apologizing? Are people attacking them? It's like, what a fucking nonsense.
It's My Hitter. My Hitter, My Hitter. Yeah. My Hitter. Which one you got, D-Rock? My Hitter?
This one.
You better have the original.
I don't know. All the titles are censored in this system.
They censor Hold on, stop.
We'll know in a second.
Hold on. Stop. They actually censor the titles in the system?
Yeah, the G's are replaced with asterisks. So
The G's?
the G's.
It says NI asterisk.
So people that work
weird.
So people that work for SiriusXM will be offended if they see the actual song title, because that's the actual song title.
See, if you see the word, it's just as offensive as hearing it, Opie. Words hurt.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
We are in the weirdest place. We are.
But the song is okay to push play on. But someone around here might get offended if they see that song title in the system.
They know they could turn that volume down on their headphones and not have to hear that offensive language.
We are a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
They even have it Hitta with asterisks in the title, and I don't get that at all.
Why? It's Hitta.
H asterisk TA.
Nice.
So it's two different letters.
That's so weird.
That's ridiculous.
So weird.
Hitta is a euphemism for niggas, so because you have to kind of continue because you don't
overthinking this shit.
Well, trigger words.
Trigger words. That's right.
Oh, you better asterisk over trigger.
How do you seg into this song then?
So Bieber sought atonement at the church after a week of rigorous Bible study.
Bible study.
His pastor, Carl Lentz, told TMZ. The actual baptism took place in the church's bathroom and was performed by one of the pop star's pals.
This is crazy.
That's his PR team. Although that's really nobody demanding it of him. That's just his PR team deciding to do that.
It's craziness, though, to even...
It was reported in February that Bieber was scouting New York City churches with a private pool to conduct a cleansing ritual. He eventually settled on Hillsong Church's bathtub because it was private. Justin is serious about his Christian faith, and after recent events, he needed to take a pause. Oh, my God. This is just a whole bunch of lies.
We're in a play.
Yeah.
That's just a whole bunch of lies I just read.
Yep. Jesus.
Anyway, you want to see Lisa Rinna? I want this.
Right.
I want this to hurt. I want you to suffer.
I want you to suffer. Since Sam queued it up,
don't blame me.
He's all cutied up.
I asked you. We can move on. Or do you want to see Lisa Rinna?
I can't be blamed for this, but...
Is she truly ageless? That's what I want to know.
They say she's ageless. Even though she has frozen face syndrome, too.
Oh, God. And she
with
does
duck
diaper
lips.
commercials.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
The facelift now. Lisa Rinna sings her face off as...
See, she goes up in the elevator and comes right back.
It's amazing.
This is going to bother you.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. Ew. She's licking a lollipop and she just looks...
She's too old to be licking lollipops. We're still watching this horrible show.
She did a diaper commercial. Oh,
nice arms. Just good yoga arms.
What's the problem, man?
It's a little bizarre. It's like in Mommy Dearest when Joan Crawford had to do the part her daughter did in the soap opera.
Okay, yes.
Very good. We don't have to watch the whole thing, do we?
I was done on the elevator ride up.
Yeah. To the studio. All right. Thank you.
So there you go.
All right.
So another just silly competition show on TV for everybody.
That's bad.
That seems to be the latest thing.
Silly competition shows.
Yeah, they're all
not
just
taking
silly
them
in the end.
very seriously.
With celebrity, judges? That's hot right now. Huh?
What about Sex Factor?
What's Sex Factor?
Oh, you don't know about Sex Factor?
Have you started watching Sex Factor?
I don't know if it's on yet.
I saw the tease for Sex Factor.
Sex Factor. It's what's her Belle Knox's new show. It's like X Factor, but you get to fuck at the end.
Oh, that's nice.
Is this on Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
What happened to her schooling? I thought she was going back to Duke.
She likes this better. It's just what she likes.
Oh,
She's exploring her
she
passion.
is such a fucking hooah. I have just seen her Twitter and clips that she posts, and it's just, she can't get enough dicks in her.
Good girl.
She's all in.
She's a good girl.
She's all in with it. I think she's saying fuck Duke.
Yeah.
Literally. She wants to fuck Duke.
Yeah. All right, let's see some of this. The Sex Factor. It's like the X Factor.
At the 2014 AVN Awards show in Las Vegas, some of porn's biggest stars came together to create a reality competition called The Sex Factor. 8 guys and 8 girls will compete for porn stardom and a $1 million prize. These 16 contestants have never been seen on film before.
Never been seen on film before.
A male and a female.
Well, you don't think she's good at this?
I'm Belle Knox.
I'd rather watch this than fucking them competing for some whatever it is they compete for.
Oh,
getting fucked at the end.
The competition is fierce, and the winner will make history and become an
So win-win.
Well,
very simple breakdown.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a really good show.
Oh, a big dick.
I weren't already in the industry and I heard about Sex Factor, I would have said, this is my golden opportunity. This is my ticket to go enjoy my life.
Ticket to what?
Be
Stardom?
free and do what I want to do and make tons of money at the same time.
You've got to be fearless to be in porn. The first couple scenes are a little nerve-wracking, but I'm
How did you get dogged from behind?
America. Nothing like this has ever been done before.
Carrying Lee's penis is insured for $1 million.
Brand new contestants that have never stepped foot in front of the camera. Throw your pants, get your cock on now.
Oh my God, what pressure.
You,
Get your
the
cock on now.
are going to decide who's got the sex factor. So follow us on Twitter to vote and interact with the cast.
All right.
You got no knickers on your
I know, I have no underwear on. You didn't tell me to do that.
A little fun.
Performance a hell of a lot better. Either you listen to what I said or you pop a shit ton of Viagra.
This is a parody.
I'm not sure.
No.
One of the things I'm most excited about
Wow.
is that I'm going to do a scene with the winners. I'm going to do a scene with the winners.
Would you or someone you know would like to be in this competition?
I would.
To win $1 million?
Oh, they can't even find people.
They're trying to get contestants.
Maybe a guy that's cocky and arrogant like myself. If you think they could be the next porn star, then have them contact us on the Twitter for love.
We want you.
We want you.
We want you.
We want you.
Man.
Do you have the sex factor?
What do you think?
I'm gonna do it.
You in?
I want to do it.
Jimmy, you in?
Yes, I am.
You should sign up for
Let's
this.
go. Let's sign up.
Let's sign Jimmy up.
Get Jim
Yes,
signed
I
up
should.
for the Sex Factor.
I want to be a part of it. Guys, I'm here to make love.
Get your cock on.
Well, hold on. I need conditions. I need to play with my nipples and take the cameras out. I'll lose my erection. I get nervous.
You would think that was an SNL parody.
A little wacky.
A little wacky. But they can't find contestants?
Not yet.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
Mainly because most of the people who would agree to it could probably just be porn stars anyway.
You'd be a porn star anyway, and if you aren't yet, you don't want to destroy your life.
No, you just be a porn
star on the internet.
They are going to get so many people for this because people want to. There's no good way into the business anymore to make yourself a name. Like Belle Knox made a name for herself quick, but it's hard to make a fucking name anymore in porn. It's like with all these video things, not it's all like online shit and quick scenes. This is a shot at getting in and making a real name for yourself in porn. Yeah.
Well, sign up, Jimmy.
Sure.
Get
I
up
should
there.
do it.
Let's get Jimmy signed up. See if they pick him.
Get you.
You know how embarrassed I'd be tweedling my nipples with my appendix scar trying to get an erection? While everybody yelled at me. My fucking cock would panic.
We're losing the light.
Yeah, exactly. I'd literally be injecting liquid Cialis.
God.
The mean judge would be making you bashful.
Yeah, the British one.
Yeah.
It's no sing your face off, Sam.
You prefer sing your face off?
Yeah.
Sing your face off or fuck your cum out. I'll take fuck your cum out. Much better. That's the best reality show idea I've ever heard.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, they're competing for a spot in the house. Who cares?
Yeah, right. Shit.
This is great. You get to fuck this girl if you win. I'm in.
Just fuck.
I love that the one chick was like, well, I'm expecting big things because you have a really big cock.
Well, very good.
Okay,
Words
good.
of wisdom, Lloyd.
Right.
Words of wisdom.
That's a great idea for a show.
Yeah.
100% behind it.
And then if you win, you get to fuck Bell Knox.
Correct.
I just didn't like the radio. I didn't mind the promo, but I didn't like when they were.
You didn't like when they stopped it and then
Say what?
rewound what she said.
I don't like that sound
I
effect.
hate that.
Yeah. You don't like that?
No. That'd be fun, though.
Yeah.
Get you fuck on with her. Bet you got to use a rubber.
Or do they just test you?
Yeah, it sucks. Fucking rubbers my ass.
All right, we're going to take a break. What?
Oh. Kenny gave me an article, girth not length preferred for one night stands. I've heard that too.
Oh.
I disappoint in two ways.
Yes. Is Kenny giving you tips?
Yes. Well, he knows I'm thin and small, and I always tell him I hate girth and length. He's showing me that I'm wrong.
I told you it wasn't just me.
Yeah. I prefer a girthier cock buried in my colon. Helps me feel like I'm alive. The pain helps me feel like I'm alive. It's like chewing an aspirin.
Oh, God. That's bad.
When we get back, what was the one thing?
Do you want to talk about fucking what happened in Florida?
What happened in Florida?
Fucking West Palm, they announced my show July 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Nice.
First time there in 5 years.
Jimmy's back on the road.
And then tomorrow, Cobb's goes on sale for San Francisco for August 7th through 9th. Yeah, I'm just, whatever. I'm just back on the road.
Back on the road. Very cool. There's a few things. The Chris Daughtry clip I wanted to see after the break.
Oh, that's good.
And I also want to talk about the mystery sea monster.
Okay.
That's freaking people out.
Oh.
Is that real news, though? The mystery
sea monster?
Yeah.
Oh, probably not.
I think it's real news. And then the two that were looking for a cell phone in a toilet and what happened there.
The Chinese people?
Oh, yeah. It's always some wacky Indian story or China.
And we got an update on Punty.
Oh.
Good old Punty.
Little Punty.
Right. Lots to do. Stay there.
I don't know. That barbecue thing looked pretty good, though, over the weekend. A lot of barbecues going on.
What do you mean?
I saw a lot of Instagrams from the E-Rock and a lot of food.
You mean the consumer?
The consumer. Hashtag consumer.
E-Rock, you had a big barbecue over the weekend?
Hey, you went to one.
I went to one.
Whose?
The Big Apple Barbecue Fest.
Oh, my God.
What is that?
I saw a picture. Roland was there. It was a big event.
I just would never do that.
What he's doing just...
I'm not saying it's wrong or anything. That wouldn't cross my mind to go to a barbecue fest.
It looks huge.
Yeah, but Roland was there Friday through Sunday.
Roland, you were there every day?
That's for the whole barbecue experience.
Where was it?
At the Madison Square Park.
Where's that?
What do you
Down
mean?
on 23rd and Broadway.
By the clock. The big clock is
It's where Shake Shack is, that park.
Yeah.
Madison Square Park, isn't that? Does it have that weird white head in it? That giant white head? Some kind of sculpture?
They have a bunch of them now. They
Really
some new
strange.
ones.
I think it's a strange park, I think.
Yeah, they have like new sculptures every so often.
Yeah, all right. What do you mean you're there for the whole experience?
Have a nice thing of egg whites.
Well, I had a little brisket,
Exactly.
a little pulled pork one day. Then I went back and had some whole hog, a little bit more ribs, sausage that following day.
Lots of drinks.
And then
lots of drinks.
Roland had lots of
oh
drinks.
yeah, Pam
Heather B was down there?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Who?
Heather B.
Do you guys still think Dr. Ian Smith's an asshole? Huh?
Yeah, it was his fault for not sending the right stuff.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That is true.
Look at that. You guys are down there.
Yeah, Pat Martin's barbecue was delicious. He gave me drinks. Everything was delicious there.
Booze?
Oh yeah, tons of booze.
Were there a lot of big people there, or
I felt slender.
Did you really?
Yeah, there's tons of big people. Of course.
I wish I would have known that was happening.
That looks
I had to go
good.
down there and just yell at everybody and say, "Do you complain about the fucking airline seats being too small?" Enjoy.
You'd be a fuddy-duddy.
Yeah.
Look, there's dead fucking.
Why are you
just
holding
whole
dead
pigs.
carcasses?
At Pat Martin's, he's known for the whole hog, so I helped them do the whole hog.
Does anyone know?
Whole hog.
He's saying
Nice.
Pamardin.
Pat Martin, whole hog. Stop saying that.
Ped Martin.
Pamardin.
Ped Martin.
Pat Martin's.
Pamardin.
Is it Pat or Ped?
Pat.
Pat.
Martin's.
Martins.
Martin.
Pat Martins.
Oh, hi, Pamarden.
Yes.
Oh, Pamardin.
Oh, hi.
Cotton shoes.
It's a delicious whole hog.
So it's a full fucking pig, and you throw it on a
Oh my
wow.
God! Why are you putting
There's
baseball
a
hats
fucking
on?
hat on it. I don't want a hat on my lunch.
It's a hat on a pig head.
Well, they cut the head off.
That's the pig head. Yes. Someone already said it. They said it was Iraq's selfie. It's so bad.
I wasn't going to say that at all.
It's so bad. Yeah. Why did they cut the snout off of the pig?
That's where all the germs
burnt
are.
off.
What?
They didn't. It burnt off.
Oh my God!
Yeah, poor pigs. What a life.
Yeah, the Cuban was there. He was all lit up.
Is the Cuban
lit up?
I love the Cuban. Is this show gonna go?
More Cuban?
He finds out this week.
The angry, the mad. What's his name? Mad Cuban.
Yep.
Blueberry cobbler, Pepperidge Farm.
That wasn't at the barbecue.
That's what you tried?
Iraq gave a review of the blueberry
Will you two stop trying to build a cottage industry out of your fucking eating habits?
Cottage industry. What do you have to say about the blueberry cobbler Pepperidge Farm cookies?
The review is so good.
All right, go ahead. I can't see the review from here.
Do you mind if I read it, Iraq, or would you like to?
Sure, go ahead.
Did you have to make them or you bought them like that?
Come on.
Everything is
They're limited edition, though.
everything's pre-made and ready to go.
It's all prepared the same way.
New Pepperidge Farm blueberry cobbler cookies. This product proves that the blueberry really is a standalone fruit.
Oh.
No need to mix with any other flavors. Not too sweet and a good natural blueberry taste with real with
pieces of real
blueberries baked in. Worth the try during its limited run. Hashtag the consumer.
Ew, you wrote worth a try?
You know what? Jess.
Ew, yes.
Fair enough, I deserve it.
They're delicious. You would like it if you'd stop hating food.
I love food.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I love food.
I know,
enjoy
but
them.
you would like this
I'm
one.
sure I would enjoy
Iraq,
it.
I want an honest answer.
Yes.
Is this a bit tongue-in-cheek?
No, it's
No.
delicious.
No, tongue-in-cheek is
It's everything else in cheek. I'm talking about mustard, fucking everything but egg whites and cheek.
I'm talking about the reviewing and all that. Is there a little tongue-in-cheek, or you're like dead serious?
No, I like doing this.
That review was serious.
It's serious.
Yeah.
Even the part
could
about
tell.
worth the try?
During its limited run, that's the most serious part of all.
During its limited run. He means get out there and get some quick before these disappear.
Limited time.
But it's not limited time. They're just trying it out. If they do well, then it'll always be there
Iraq,
for you.
were the blueberries distributed throughout the entire cookie?
Yes, they were.
Did you break it apart and go to the chef and say,
Yeah, do you study the...
Do you have any idea how long that's going to take?
You're onto something, though. You got to walk us through this. Like, you don't just bite into a cookie. Do you break one apart to see if it's
smell it
equally distributed?
He fucks two of them first.
Take us through the process.
Yes, please.
You open the bag.
Right.
You smell it. To see if it smells really artificial, you know it's going to taste bad.
I wouldn't know what artificial smells like.
know.
I swear. What does artificial smell like?
Open up any of those flavored Oreos, and right away you know if they're going to taste bad.
See, you should have a fucking a video of something of you of enjoying the bouquet.
Should be a.
You should make like a video series of you taking regular packaged consumer whatever food.
Yeah. There should be a video. There should be definitely like a 2-minute video.
Right, 2-minute video.
E-Rock. I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm trying to help your cottage industry, that's all. All right, so then what? You smell for the artificial taste.
Then you take a couple out of the bag. You get the feel of it.
The feel.
Yeah, sometimes you ever get a cookie that's just so solid, like you could bang it on the table and it's not breaking.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
No, never.
You want some softness, but not too soft because you don't want the whole thing to fall apart.
Well,
in your hand,
these
right?
are a little too soft. They do crumble as you pick it up.
That's the way the
break
cookie
apart.
crumbles.
How many are broken in the bag?
coin that.
How many are broken in the bag? Because that's always a drag too.
None were broken in the bag, and at least in this one. I'm sure others maybe.
All right. Then you
added value.
Then
right.
Then what do you do?
And then you taste the goodness.
But do you prepare your mouth?
What, with like some sorbet?
Or wash it out with some water? How do you prepare your mouth?
Load.
You have some water. Cleanse the palate.
And you try to go like, I don't know, 20 minutes without eating, just so like
20 minutes.
Just so,
20 minutes.
Just so your taste buds are all calmed down and ready to go to taste something new.
As soon as you're done with the water, you're ready to go.
Okay.
Dive in there.
And then what? How many do you eat before you're ready to write your review?
Usually.
No.
Usually you do 2. You try 1, and then you try a second one just to make sure that you.
There's a whole only 2. That's not bad.
And who's you? Usually you do.
The royal you. Me.
And the other 2.
But he tries a second one just to make sure. I love that.
Sure, right.
How many do you celebrate after the review? How many celebratory cookies?
None.
How many?
I can't do this bit and eat everything.
And then what happens to the rest of the bag of cookies?
Well, I left it out for when we had people over yesterday. So
how come I wasn't invited?
Oh.
Yeah, me neither.
I'd love to go to the Nagel house.
He's been invited.
Blueberry
You've
cookie,
shown up.
Jim? Well, thank you.
I think he's had it with us.
I don't
Are
blame
you
him.
kidding?
Jim walked in, said hi to no one, ate, and then looked around the kitchen, and then he left again.
Wow.
I said hello, but it was all family. I said hello to you and Ange. I didn't know anybody, though. I felt bad. I thought you had a lovely home.
E-Rock, you didn't give a good rundown on the cookie itself.
You said
though.
I didn't know what.
Is it butter? Is it oatmeal? What is the cookie surrounding the blueberry?
It's it's a typical Pepperidge Farm
like a chocolate chip would be in there.
What's that?
Yeah, if it's that kind of
just
texture.
a cookie,
regular cookie.
But what makes
it's got a nice blueberry and a buttery taste to it to make it kind of
the cobbler part is
butter. A little bit of
butter.
cinnamon in
Gotcha.
there.
Okay.
A little butter, right?
Then it's cobbler. Yeah. All right.
Did you review anything else over the weekend?
Had
a long weekend?
Had some drinks.
You review drinks too.
Yeah, I've been
Hell
getting
or
into
high watermelon.
Hell or high watermelon. All right. This is E-Rock Radio on Instagram. You're going to get a lot of followers today.
Hashtag the consumers.
Hashtag the consumers. But you got to make videos, I'm telling you. But what does he have to say about hell or high watermelon?
He writes, I am in no way anything close to a beer expert.
Got an N. Whoops.
Oh, this is a beer.
It's not a bad thing.
I do. Oh, jeez.
This is brave of you to try to like.
He's done a whole bunch of beers.
Give reviews on beers.
Cool.
The consumer is a beer taster as well.
I'm trying.
Although the Fruity Pebbles beer he brought last summer to my
awesome Lennenkugel Sunset Wheat.
It was really good.
Lennenkugel.
You can't have too many of them, but
from Michigan.
You mix it in with a little Coronas or something else, and you're good. Yeah, I liked them.
He writes, I do, however, know what I enjoy.
Uh-oh.
You need this. Hell or high watermelon. The summer seasonal by 21st Amendment. A small San Francisco brewery with an all-time brewery.
This guy's trying to get his groceries paid for.
It really is.
This product has been available for a while. It's a very nice... It's a very nice wheat beer brewed with watermelon water.
Hold on a second. Can I interrupt you? This is what happened at home.
Yeah.
His wife started to scream at him and say, these bills for your fucking treats are astronomical. And he's trying to figure out a way to make them a tax write-off.
Yeah,
So he's like, they're a part of my business now. I'm reviewing them.
That's a nice idea.
It is.
They're all a write-off.
So it's made with watermelon water.
Yes, the watermelon has a very
Fermented
nice...
with watermelon.
Has a very nice, subtle aftertaste. Ooh. Perfect for the heat. Fill water balloons with it and have your friends throw them at you.
A little humor.
Hashtag the consumer.
The consumer.
And they wrote me back.
I am the consumer.
Wait, they wrote you back. What do they say?
They liked my review. They weren't sure about the water balloons, but they said thank you. And they may be sending some stuff.
Oh, a little envelope. Nothing wrong with a good envelope every once in a while.
All right, take care of the consumer takes care of you.
That's right.
You fuck with the consumer, you will rue the day.
Yeah.
A lot of ruining.
Fuck with the consumer, you get the horns.
Right.
That's right.
Roland, stay there. We're going back to the barbecue. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Are we going back now? Were there any other products that E-Rock tested?
Not over the weekend outside of the barbecue fest.
I love the consumer reports.
Start a website, E-Rock. You need a website, not just Instagram, because you got to do an Instagram one, but you have to have websites so you can do more in-depth reviews.
The video, though, where you show the product and all that. Absolutely.
You putting your face in the bag, enjoying the bouquet of cookies. the screams of "not again" coming from the other room.
Everything has to be mass produced in factories, though.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
So the barbecue fest.
Fuck.
Wow.
That's all the cookie talk got me.
Kind of excited.
Yes.
Wowie. That's bad.
Damn, I just itched my butt and popped a pimple.
Smell your finger.
Oh, God Jesus damn Christ. It. What the fuck?
Wash your hands.
What's wrong with you?
Popped a little pimple.
Oh, nice.
Little one. Nothing crazy. Go ahead, E-Rock. And Roland, more about the barbecue fest, please, if you will.
I was only there on Saturday for a few hours. But Roland made himself right at home. He had a chair. He was like the mayor of the barbecue fest. Everybody knew who he was. They were coming over and saying hi to him.
Wow.
Is anyone
He
else?
didn't need a pass. He could just come and go as he pleased, in through barriers.
They let you in?
Oh, yeah, I know the pitmasters.
Is anyone else amazed at how many people Roland knows?
It is amazing.
It amazes me when I walk around with him. How do you do it?
Other pitmasters, I walk by, there's like a chair line, and then the woman goes, "It's back there," like, shh. And they go, "Come on in." I'm like, "Thank you."
It's 2 hours?
2 to 3 hours, yeah. It's like thousands of people are going.
People wait that long for some fucking barbecue?
Yeah, and they
from all
spend
over
like
the country.
$200-300 for the VIP pass.
Just go somewhere and get a fucking barbecue sandwich. Hey, I'm going to go down the street and get a pulled pork. I'll see you in 4 hours.
Buy yourself a grill.
Yeah, call up a family member. I'm sure they're barbecuing.
Yeah.
The
Fucking brush and
smokers
slather that shit on.
are millions of dollars that they bring over.
Why?
Because it's special smokers.
All right, don't kill me. I don't understand this world. I'm asking questions.
It's like,
and what do you get with the VIP pass?
I don't know. I don't get it.
What do you get with the VIP pass?
A free trip to Beth Israel.
Yes, stint.
The VIP go behind behind the other line, but still an hour and a half wait. With
it's supposed to be like the fast track pass, like a Disney World. There's the regular line, and then there's the VIP line. But the VIP line has gotten so ridiculous that if you spend all that money, you're still waiting just as long as the regular people.
Could people wait more than a half hour for free barbecue?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why would you do that?
The streets were mobbed for every area that they have blocked off. It was almost impossible to walk around.
Roland just walks around like the Black Hand in The Godfather 2. Just grabbing shit. Oh, this is much too violent.
Jacket sitting on his shoulders.
Yeah. I enjoy a good sample, but I would never wait I wouldn't even wait a half hour.
No,
for
after
a good
6
sample.
minutes, I'd be home.
Right.
I wouldn't even wait a half hour for a cronut.
No, I just go walk around and saw the guys from Salt Lake, from Austin. There's a 3-hour line. I walked by, saw the pitmaster. They went, waved me in. Go there, try their sausage and their brisket. And then I move on. It's
and then
delicious.
he moves on like a locust.
Then I move on and make my way to my final destination is Pam Martin's. I just hang out there.
Pamardins.
Yeah. Eat the whole hog and just relax with the Cuban and the other chefs. Thomas Keller was there. So it was a lot of fun. Other chefs were hanging out.
I don't know if these are fucking chefs or Civil War heroes. I don't know their names at all. Thomas Keller.
Yeah, he has a huge restaurant, but they're all the big chefs hang out. You drink beer and bullshit. And
so wait, did they tell you to get online when you get there?
No,
but I'm saying like somebody who doesn't know who you are will go like,
They say get back to the line. I just keep on walking like shut up. Then I get to my pitmasters. I go, look at these people, and they go, come on in. And I just go through the back.
How much do you end up eating?
Not too much because I just eat a little sample of each of the things because I got to keep my stomach ready for other samples.
You don't want to spoil yourself in one plate.
Yeah, and plus the meat's heavy, so I just had like a few bites and then I move on.
It doesn't add up to be a lot.
Well, I didn't say that, but
It was so weird watching
him
him
good
pace
shit
himself.
at nighttime, good shit in the morning, and around 2.
He paces himself for these things?
Yeah, when we were at the Ubon tent from Ubon Barbecue.
Ubon?
Ubon.
That's what Roland says, but I think it's Ubon.
Oh, well, we were all saying Ubon, so whatever. So we were there, and they gave us food and this special bourbon drink with pineapple. It was amazing. And
just drinking it. Yeah. E-Rock's a fucking alcoholic. I love it.
And double fisting. Bloody Mary, too.
Right, yeah. So Roland has a sample of everything, and then he stops, has a little bit of water, and then he's walking around, and it looks like he's doing deep knee bends. Because he's leaning on the table, and I don't know if he's having a heart attack.
He's fighting for his life.
Yeah. And then he's just like, I got to walk around a little bit. I got to walk a bit. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, well, they're making another course right here, so I got to get ready for it.
Yeah,
so he walks around, paces, then comes back, and then
he gets ready.
This is like sex for you.
Yeah, it's
right.
I like to tease him, but it's like I understand. Like that's like being in a fucking place with all hookers or a red light district. Like you go crazy. You can't, and they all invite you in. Like, come on in. The newest girl's here. She's new in town. Oh, right over.
Okay, then.
I'll be right for 12 hours.
Right.
Oh, God. Sometimes they look like the pig that they were.
You're snout.
Same thing.
No nose, get burned off. I'll fuck her.
E-Rock, no reviews of the barbecue fest for the consumer?
I did not. I did a couple.
What about the Ubon's Bloody Mary mix?
That is up there on.
Yeah, there it is.
We did that. The pork butt sandwich with the bourbon special was up there as well.
Oh, so this is from the barbecue fest,
right?
Yeah. Oh, let's read about Ubon's Bloody Mary mix, Sam, please.
Bloody Mary mix is really unbelievable. Gluten-free, fat-free, no MSG. You gotta shake the hell out of it before mixing.
Oh, yeah.
So good. The BBQ sauce is awesome as well. Order some. And then he gives the website.
Oh, you want free stuff. I love you.
Yeah, but if you want some, I could get a box sent to you. They're delicious, the Bloody Mary.
Plenty of
I love a good
sauce.
Bloody Mary there. I'll try it.
It's got a nice spice to it.
Or here.
So you don't have to add anything else to it except for the vodka?
Yeah.
But you have to shake it up each
really
time.
Good.
Really? I'll try some of that.
Yeah, they sold out around 2 o'clock.
And tell them to send an envelope because we're talking about them today.
All right.
A little envelope for the boys. 3 envelopes, please.
Ubon's.
Fresh out of the smoker, Ubon's Mississippi pulled pork. The coleslaw is the perfect mix of vinegar and mayo, and wash it down with the Ubon special.
All of a sudden, he's got a sophisticated palate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
That's
exactly. Wipe your mouth with a Doctor Who shirt.
Yes. But this kid has no. This kid has no dimmer switch. A mere 2 months ago, he was all in with Dr. Ian Smith's
Yeah.
diet
And the diet.
Anything else? Any other reviews? That's it.
Yeah.
Right. So it was a huge success, the barbecue fest.
It was.
Do you ever eat vegan?
Yeah.
I ate at a place called, what's it called? Something Pure Food and Wine.
Oh, that's my friend, Sarma Melangala.
Of course
That place was awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Bill Clinton eats there and a lot of the top people, yeah.
Did you go to with a girl because she was a vegan?
No, me and one of my buddies.
Because it's like, you'd never go to a vegan place unless you were out with a vegan.
That was really good.
And it's like,
she owns it. She invited me and I had their lasagna.
Yeah, I had the lasagna.
It's really good.
And the mint ice cream thing at the end was fucking
I didn't have the
amazing.
mint ice cream,
But how do they make ice cream?
I haven't, dude, I don't know what they use, but it's
Probably soy again.
it was
Everything's
so
soy.
good, man.
It's the best vegan restaurant in the city.
Yeah, I think so.
I like vegan.
No, but I don't
gotta
either.
go there
but
to try it out, I
It's
guess.
so
good, dude.
Yeah, it's really good.
Everyone raved about it. I'm like, it's probably not going to be as good as they said. It was.
But I'd
even better than
rather
they said.
have lasagna instead of vegan lasagna.
Trust me, I'm with you, but her lasagna is really good.
But what makes it so good if you don't
I
have
don't
that
know.
meat?
I
You
don't
need
know.
the meat in there.
No.
you didn't.
Need some cheese,
So
some
what-
real cheese,
What
and
replaces the
fucking all
meat?
that good animal stuff.
I didn't ask.
It's like she has like eggplant and some other stuff in it, but it's delicious.
I like
it was
eggplant.
great.
I like
Great.
a good eggplant if it's prepared
What's wrong with the
properly.
eggplant? The eggplant has feelings too, you know.
Well,
You never give that consideration.
But
that
we
the
know-
plants that they're murdering have feelings.
it's all right. It's in my stomach. Comes out my asshole.
It has something.
That's murder enough.
Yeah.
Plants have something. If you look at it as far as the whole universe goes, there's something going on with plants. Maybe we don't understand it, but it's probably the equivalent of...
You know what? Anything that doesn't ever move, fuck it. Just stands there, you're begging to be eaten.
Well, that's certainly...
Yeah, exactly. The next time I can pet a yam, I won't eat it.
That certainly is the human perspective.
Sure is. If a yam goes to get the paper and bring it back, I won't eat yams.
And also, she makes fresh juices. One Lucky Duck.
What's that?
It's her juice place that's connected to her pure food and wine.
What kind of juices?
It's really,
look, I got a juice right now.
That's better. It's really, really good.
They have an outdoor little area there?
Yep.
Man, did I break out that NutriBullet over the weekend? Nice.
Did you make some ice cream? Or?
Oh, no. You throw a bunch of fruit in there, some fucking rum.
Sangria?
Ice. Oh, no. Just some rum and fruit and ice. It made a fucking nice fruity drink.
I don't know why the NutriBullet people don't advertise that.
It was, right?
They're all about NutriBullet, healthy shakes and stuff and smoothies, but... There's a whole market of people that would mix some nice drinks out of that.
So quick.
Big salad dressings.
Don't have to clean anything.
Nope.
I told the NutriBullet people over the weekend to send me another blender. I don't ask. I just tell them.
You gonna two-fist it?
I need a few blenders, so I just told them. And then what they did? Send me your address.
We didn't get the Dr. Ian. Are they off the assembly line yet? Those giant old blenders.
I keep trying to tape his infomercial.
Yeah.
Like I'll see it on the guide real late at night, like 4:35 in the morning.
Yeah.
Every time I set it to tape, it's Zumba. Like it advertises his thing, but his thing is never on.
There,
I think we fucked up his world when we told him, about the NutriBullet, where you don't have to like dig in to clean blades anymore.
I think that fucked
I think it fucked him up, and I think he made a phone call to stop the assembly line.
Yes,
and according to Twitter, people have been posting that his books are 70% off at various bookstores.
That happens after a while.
Yeah, that happens.
You get the initial run, and then all that shit goes away.
Especially with diet books and things like that, because you can get that stuff online. So people I think it's hard to sell books, period, now, unless you're like doing a biography or rock biography or something.
But his logic isn't going to change, so you might as well have just waited a couple months for the book to be 70% off.
Yeah.
And you're 70% on, E-Rock.
Nice.
See, you gained 70% more weight.
There'll be more reviews later today.
I love them.
Wait, what reviews later today? You can't keep up with this.
Some different booze, some new snacks.
Ian Smith has to come out with a blender that you can put pork sandwiches and blueberry cookies in.
Right.
And then E-Rock will...
Make it into a juicy.
Just having a shake.
E-Rock, did you gain the weight back that you lost through Dr. Ian Smith?
I'm sure I did.
Have you given up?
No.
What does that mean?
Haven't given up, but I haven't also...
Made an effort?
That's true.
Eric, right now I'm a sabbatical.
You're a sabbatical?
You're a sabbatical.
He's on leave.
Stop replacing a fucking F with a B.
That's hurtful. So hurtful. That is.
Sorry. I didn't mean it.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you guys had a lot of fun there. Any celebs?
No, Chris DiStefano came on Sunday.
So the answer would be no.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did he have some food?
Oh, was that funny?
Yeah.
A lot of rage.
Oh, so great. He was a psychopath.
He had a good appearance. I hope he did well at Caroline's. You get some numbers down there?
Yeah, he did well.
He did all right? Good.
He's funny.
Good for him. That's a great point. Keith in Connecticut. Instead of taking his call, at what point during the barbecue fest did you have to go to the bathroom, and where did you go to the bathroom? Did they have porta potty set up? That must have been a disaster.
Oh my God!
I have a system where I know how much I can eat and drink without going to the bathroom until I get home. I need home base.
Oh wow!
I like this shit at home too.
By the way, Roland does not have a system because I've seen him at restaurants have to leave before the check comes.
Oh wow, that's handy.
And run stiff-legged down midtown sidewalks.
So your calculations are
planning.
Your calculations are a bit off.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Hey, can you guys get this? I'll pay you back. I gotta go. It's okay. He's just stiff-legged running out.
Calculating how much fuel he needs to get to a destination.
Plus, there's a hotel I know around the block that I use a restroom. I don't want to say the name of the hotel, so don't catch
of course
me
not.
together.
But I guess those porta potties over there were getting quite the workout.
Oh my God.
Jesus, yes.
Wow. At a barbecue. Oh my God.
Some poor sap right now is hosing them out. Oh my God.
Do you know how, like, in the porta potty world, how, like, the vegan porta potties are probably laughing so hard at the ones that get stuck onto the fucking barbecue? Oh, I'm going to Bonnaroo. Yes.
Hold on, man.
My wife, Carolyn. First of all, I need to apologize to the winners.
The horse owner.
The horse owner.
California Crow.
Horse won the
He's
race.
apologizing.
They deserve that. I did not mean to take anything away from them. So I want to apologize to everybody associated with Tunnelist, his trainer, Mr. Clement. I sincerely apologize.
This is the
I
world
want
we're
to
in.
apologize to all the horse racing in the world.
How about the horses? Apologize to the horses.
Certainly was indirect. You have to give him at least credit there for being direct about it, and with his wife right there.
But his original comment, you know, a lot of people do agree with it. If your horse,
no, not a lot of
Doesn't
people
make
agree
sense.
because someone said by the time you get to Belmont, there's only a few horses that ran the two previous races. Like this year, it was 3 that
So what are you
ran all
gonna
3
do?
races.
Just run 3
When
horses?
Stevie Cawthon won, how many people were in that race? How many horses?
Someone tweeted me that it was 4.
That was the whole race?
No, but it was 4 horses that ran all 3 races.
Yeah.
And so this happens all the time. That it's brand new horses for the Belmont that you haven't seen in the other 2 races. How funny is this world? I was just about to ask,
That's hilarious.
where are we at with the apologies and the apology clock? Trying to go 10 days here on the Opie and Anthony show. And there it is. That was live. We just
I want to
popped the TV
apologize
out.
to my wife, to the horses.
But he doesn't want to apologize. That's what...
No, he doesn't look like a guy that apologizes.
I love that shit. That was a guy speaking his mind, and that's okay.
Man.
Why? Who gets to him and says, you better apologize immediately? And the other horse owners probably understand it in the end.
Yeah, okay.
They all seem to be a bunch of assholes, right?
Right.
I think you got to be an asshole to own a horse, I would assume. No?
I don't know. Yeah, they're probably, elite, I would say, at that level.
But what happens? 2 days ago, he was all in, and now he was looking down, and he was somber, and he just apologized to the whole world, I think.
We are in the fucking age of the apology. It's amazing.
But it's all bullshit.
It is all bullshit.
The guy meant what he said. I love watching that. I think most of us love watching those moments, but because of all these dumb apologies, you're not going to see any of those moments anymore. Yeah. Any other apologies over the weekend? I think there were a couple, right?
Had to be.
there were.
Had to be.
Didn't Chris Daughtry apologize, I think?
What did he apologize for?
What did he do?
Well, that was part of the awkwardness that you were going to play.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
We can play that now as we look up the other apologies. I know there was a couple more apologies over the weekend as we try to go 10 days.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's play the Chris Daughtry clip from
let me hear that one.
This is a good one. Good old Chris Daughtry.
This was on Fox and Friends morning show.
One of my...
the after show to the morning show. The after show that was once invaded by that crazy cake lady, E-Rock.
One of my good Rochester friends is in this band, LVO. LVO is doing very well with Chris Daughtry, an extremely talented musician who's, more friends with Brother Weeze than me, but I've seen him over the years. Great guy, and all of a sudden Chris Daughtry. He used to tell us that, he's friends with Chris Daughtry. We're like, yeah. What do you mean friends, But he is in the business, so we assumed that he just kind of maybe ran into him here and there. But all of a sudden Chris Daughtry picked him out of Rochester, said, all right, time to tour the world with me. And pretty much has to leave his family and his family behind. He sees like his kids every once in a while. A month.
Nice tour, though.
He's gone a month, then he comes home for a week or 2, and then he's gone another month.
Get away from the kids.
The Chris Daughtry, he's doing well for himself.
Is he good?
I liked him on Idol. I liked him a lot on Idol when I used to watch American Idol.
He's talented. I liked his voice.
But
pretty good.
He had to kind of go into that pop genre because the rock genre is dead. So I don't really dig a lot of his songs that he's done since Idol, but he's got a great voice. And LVO has helped pump up some of his shit. So this is from what?
the Fox and Friends after show.
Oh, okay.
They had already performed.
Right.
And so they were asking Daughtry to perform another song.
Right. What is the after show? Is it just online?
Yeah, they just film it for their online. They just leave the cameras rolling, and then they try, they think that it's good enough that they can just improv.
Oh, really? They suck?
They just, yeah, I mean, you saw the cake thing. That was all the after show. E-Rock made that thing exciting. That was weird.
What did he do?
E-Rock, he took a cake out of Elizabeth Hasselbeck's hand, and then he smashed it in his own face.
Come on, no one would do that.
Yeah, no, E-Rock did that.
See, E-Rock, you should have...
The consumer.
The consumer, if you did a video, you could have showed the cake smashing, and then you could have reviewed what the cake tasted like.
It was very buttery.
Well, that's what he should do,
his sophisticated skull.
And the frosting burnt my eyes.
Oh.
You gotta review, different types of cupcakes, and every time you review a cake, you go, and I know a thing or two about cake, and then run to a clip of you smashing yourself with cake.
Yeah.
Are you in touch with the Food Network?
Me, no.
Why? This is a good idea.
They're all Roland's friends.
But you got to spin it a little bit, and I think you might do all right with this.
He's finding his niche.
Yeah.
I should just open stuff in the supermarket and review it. Don't even pay for it. Just start doing it in the aisles.
Why is Roland
a good one?
laughing like a schoolgirl in there?
It's something with food. You also forgot to tell you that after all the barbecue he ate, he was eating fried apple pies.
That sounds really good.
They were serving it to him. A guy in overalls.
How does the fried apple pie how do they do that? I know they fry it, but
It was pure heaven. It's delicious.
Do they just take a regular apple pie?
No, they make it really small. They make a small little apple pie and they fry it.
Aww!
That's adorable.
Sounds amazing.
Ice cream on it?
No. I can't have dairy right now.
Why can't you?
I can have it dairy. Why not?
You can have everything else but dairy?
He's worried about what he puts in his body.
Right. It's a
I see. It's a temple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bodily is the temple of the Lord.
Pile of rocks at this point. All right, let's hear this or see this or whatever. We get to see it. They don't get to see it, I guess, because we don't have whatever. You know the deal.
What do I have?
We don't have much of anything.
All right.
Even the studio's breaking down and no one gives a fuck.
There we go.
Now he's not going to. He's done. We've worked him like a dog. They're done.
So we want one more song from Daughtry.
Way to go.
Yeah, so they got the crowd chanting one more song. The band's not even on stage anymore with him.
Yeah.
Has he turned into an asshole?
Daughtry?
I think they put him in a bad spot here.
The American Idol Daughtry would have done one more song.
Because his band's not even on stage anymore.
There's no band.
But they just go get the band.
Where's the band?
They're probably just in a green room somewhere.
You know how
this
hard
isn't
that
live
is
TV.
Oh, it isn't. Right.
No.
Yeah, but it's still being filmed. If he fucks up, then that's everywhere.
But Daughtry right after Idol would have done it. So what is he worried about?
Well, let's see.
My mic is gone.
Way to go. Steve, you're going to be performing. I don't think so.
Yes, I'll play the drums again like I did with Charlie.
I'll give you the words and you'll
I tell you what, since today is D-Day plus 70, what patriotic song could we all sing?
Oh my God, they did not do this.
I'm off the clock. I'm going to watch y'all.
You don't want to be part of this.
No.
I don't know about that.
I agree with him.
You ever play the drums and the guitar?
I'm kidding.
Oh, here. Should we do that? We all sing My Country 'Tis of Thee with us?
All right. For D-Day. Anna, you lead.
You can sing.
You lead. Start us off.
There you go. You done open up a can of worms.
This is bad.
Coming down. He's down.
What are you doing?
This is where I bail.
She's going.
This is where I
He's getting the
fail.
microphone, not me. I'm going to bail this too.
Daughtry's leaving.
He left.
What's
Yeah, he
your name,
left.
sweetheart?
Why wouldn't he?
Kayla, where are you from and how old are you?
Denville and 12 years old.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. You happy to see Daughtry today? Did you think you were going to get to sing on national television?
No.
Did you guys think you were going to get to sing on national television today? All right, let's do My Country 'Tis of Thee. You can go ahead.
Yeah, did you see the energy of the crowd? They were like, no, we thought we were going to see Daughtry sing.
Right, not you.
What do they do with singing My Country 'Tis of Thee?
Because they don't think out of the box.
I mean, what
Everything has to be
doing?
fucking...
What is that?
Who wants to see that?
Well
No one wants
prepared
to
for
see
these
that.
idiots on TV.
Sweet land of live. All right. It's a good song, but they don't.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Just isn't.
All right.
ahead and start us. Ready?
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing.
Oh, she's all off key.
Yeah, fucking boo this kid. Oh, yeah. This kid sucks.
What?
Yeah. Boo.
Freedom Rain.
Happy Friday, everyone. You guys sound terrific. Let's make it a great day.
So why did he apologize?
Oh, because he kicked the kid.
Oh, good. He apologized for what? For walking off stage?
Yeah, I thought he apologized or something, oh yeah, here's the video.
Oh, is that his?
Yeah, here's the video of him pretty much explaining. Now I guess I don't blame him.
Not at all.
No way.
Hit play.
Hey everybody, I wish I was coming to you right now under better circumstances, but
what?
Yesterday, Friday, D-Day, we performed on Fox and Friends. At the end of the performance, after the break, they wanted me to come up and do a quick send-off at the end of the show, as we had another commitment to get to.
Sure you did.
As we get up there, one of the anchors asked me to lead everyone in a patriotic song to honor our troops. In that moment, I was thrown off, unprepared. I panicked. And in that moment, I tried to in jest make light of the fact that I was feeling awkward, the fact that I was unprepared, and I said, I'm off the clock, I'll watch you guys.
Yeah?
Can you pause
Well,
this?
we know how all that worked out.
But this is what veterans are getting after him.
I don't know who's getting after him.
I didn't even think for a second that that was a slight at veterans.
That was I'm not going to stand here
and look like an
idiot singing anything with this news crew.
Oh my God!
I'm off the clock. Yeah, I'll watch you guys.
This world is fucking stupid.
This is where we live.
Because
this is it.
He didn't say no to the patriotic song. He said no to not. He didn't want to do anything else.
No.
And then they said something like, "Well, what about some kind of patriotic thing?"
Holy shit!
But he already committed to saying no. I'm done. He never said no to the actual patriotic song. They could have said, "How about this,
right,
this, and
anything."
This. He already said no. I'm done singing.
This is
but I'll watch you guys.
This is no reason. There's no reason for this apology.
But who got to him where he had to make a video from his couch?
Yeah, the veterans are. We don't know.
And he seems a bit scared here.
Holy shit!
Oh wow! Keep going.
Continue.
It was absolutely disrespectful.
What?
Poor choice of words, terrible judgment on my part.
Why?
The worst part of all, I didn't honor our troops. I didn't honor our vets who so deserve it, who sacrifice everything. Their lives have sacrificed everything for our country. What we do, what I do is minuscule in comparison.
All right, could you pause again?
And
because
we'll never-
singing "My Country 'Tis of Thee" with a bunch of clown news people,
right,
means nothing to the troops.
Well, she said something about honor. This is what happened. She said something about D-Day.
Right.
Yeah.
And he probably wasn't even paying attention to that. He's probably like he didn't want to sing.
Yeah.
But now you're looking back, someone probably got to him and said, they try to honor D-Day and you walk off a live news
Right.
show and then he's probably like, oh, fuck.
It was a clusterfuck.
Clusterfuck, a bit cheesy on the anchor's parts.
Oh, my God.
Putting some ridiculous pressure on the guy after he said, no, I'm done.
If he had any fault at all, it's a 1. And this apology is worthy of a 10 mistake. Like, he's way over the top with this.
Right. Yeah, a bit much.
The groveling.
You guys want to sing it, though? I mean, I'll sing it. Sam?
Out of here.
No, why don't you lead us?
No, you lead
I'm
us.
off the clock.
I'm off the clock.
I'm on the cock.
What's worse, the fact that you said that, or the first thing I thought of was that? Can't get a cock joke out fast enough in this fucking program.
Shit. All right, let's hear more. We're only halfway through with this grovel.
Please. In the beginning, I thought he should have sang another song. What the hell? But I don't think he should be apologizing for anything.
No.
Oh, nerds.
It wasn't a very planned thing.
To what they do for our country. Yes. Without them, we would probably not be able to do what we do. Fortunately for us, our troops have never said, I'm off the clock, when they had to do what they had to do.
Well,
all right, you're getting all crazy.
I'm embarrassed.
Bird Dog did that. I'm off the clock. I'm going to go over here to the fucking
if anyone
enemy.
knows anything about me or this band, you know that we wholeheartedly support our troops. Have always and will always continue to do so. And
he's rubbing his hands like fucking Sling Blade.
Yeah.
Humbled.
Want to apologize?
Everyone has a moment in their life that
Newt Anchor told me to sing.
Killed her. What are you doing with that songbook? I aims to sing.
She was standing up there with old Jesse Dixon, wanting me to sing the patriotic song. Picked up a Kaiser blade. Some people call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade.
Tom in Staten Island. Tom.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Good morning. What could you add to this?
Good evening.
Happy birthday, Jim.
Yes.
I was actually watching, Fox, and one of the commentators or one of the news guys was making disparaging remarks about how Daughtry walked off when asked to do this song. And they just kind of gave him the old, wow, how could he do this to our vets?
Oh.
It was totally out of
had nothing to do with the patriotic song.
It was a bullshit move on their part.
It was gearing up to being an embarrassing clusterfuck, right? And he walked off before he had to be involved in it.
And then they tried to get him to sing by going down that road, but that's just bullshit. I'm glad he stuck to his guns, but then again, here he is groveling. Thank you, Tom.
They played the clip, so, they played the clip. I didn't think the guy did anything wrong.
No. You got to make something of it.
No.
Their comments apparently, prompted him to, they're making me look like I don't like vets.
Yep.
He made it clear he was done singing. I mean, if they said right off the bat, let's do a patriotic song to, sing us out of here, then I could see that it would have been a tougher position for him to be in, but he made it clear he was done. And then they said, well, what about a patriotic song? Because it's the anniversary today. So,
yeah.
All right, brother.
Well, fuck apologies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry to our listeners who had to hear that language.
Well, we say fuck apologies because just about all of them are bullshit.
Yeah.
I think a good apology is just sets everyone straight.
Yes, Jimmy.
Absolutely. Am I right or wrong?
Is he almost done? He's just going on and on with this video, too.
Let's hear him. He's so sincere.
Yes, he is.
To know that I've disrespected the men and women who fight every day and who have fought for this country, have died serving this country.
It's so dramatic.
And I apologize.
There it is.
For offending any of our troops, any of the men and women who have served, past or present.
Past or present.
Any of the families.
Families of the people who served.
Any of the people that watched.
People that watched.
The event go down.
So the world. Just apologize to the world.
Can you pause? This is what's wrong with this.
I'm sorry.
You only apologize to the men.
That's it.
Please continue.
Just the men.
Absolutely.
All right.
I apologize, and I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me for my
indiscretion,
lack of judgment,
damn it,
my stupidity.
Did he deeply apologize?
And
you didn't deeply.
Just a regular apology this time.
Pulled it together and sang my heart out to honor our troops.
can't.
Thank you for watching.
If you had to make that video, wouldn't you just be all about those motherfuckers put me in a horrendous situation?
They put me in a terrible
Fuck
position.
Them. I didn't want to sing anymore.
Yes.
And then they pulled out that bullshit to put the pressure on me even more.
I didn't even hear what they were saying. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
So it had nothing to do with our troops.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
He really was groveling in that one.
Or if you have to apologize, can't you just come out and go, this is what happened, and look, I'm sorry if it came off like that. It wasn't intended to,
but,
you know.
Yeah, and focus on the Fox people.
Yeah, they're the ones that kind of put you in a bad position.
Put them in a corner there.
Right, yeah.
Is that it for the apologies over the weekend, Sam Roberts?
That I saw, yeah.
I felt like there was one more somewhere.
There's my ex.
Your ex?
Oh, Melissa, that's right.
What happened there? I don't know this one.
Famous fashion model Melissa Staton.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, apparently someone must have gotten a hold of one of her tweets. She writes for XO Jane.
Right.
You know, XO Jane. And I've enjoyed some of her writings and rantings. They're pretty good.
She's funny.
We've had the XO Jane on the show.
Yeah, pretty good.
What's her name? Mandy?
No, Mandy Stadmiller, yeah.
Yeah. She works for them.
And
she was in for the Bell Knox interview for people that don't know.
Yeah, that was the one. So then I guess somebody dredged up an old tweet of Melissa's. She said her tweet was, "Holy shit." No, it's ugh, just accidentally rubbed my arm on a minority in the subway. That's how Contagion started, right? And because she's, going off the fact, I guess Gwyneth Paltrow touched a Chinese guy's hand and caught the Contagion thing. I don't know.
But obviously,
when the movie was out.
Obviously, you're just going for a joke.
That's all it is.
She's just going for a joke. What's the problem with that?
And no one, and sarcasm, no one really thinks, like, she doesn't really think, I caught a contagion. She's giving an opinion that's so silly.
Let's really,
Who the fuck really believes she thinks she caught a contagion from...
Right.
Come on.
Obviously going for a joke, so what's the problem?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to joke anymore?
I guess not.
About touchy things? Get it? Touchy?
She said, I tweeted this 2 years ago.
Right.
And then she deleted it, I guess recently. Any normal person would see that and think, holy shit, she's saying that all minorities are gross and disease-stricken. What a racist bitch. See, that's sarcastic because no one would really think that, would they? In my mind, Well, she just talks about that tweet. She got a bunch of shit for it and was apologizing. She goes, this tweet was obviously backfired. Reading it now, it is 100% racist, even if you have seen Contagion and got the reference. Also, it wasn't funny. I sincerely apologize. So that's her apology. But then she has to continue. Oh, boy. A larger issue that I need to address is my history with Anthony of the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, boy.
I dated him for a little over a year, starting in 2010. I found his show funny and was a regular listener for quite a while before I met him in person, of course. I always had a dark sense of humor, and I prided myself on not getting offended by misogynist jokes. I was a huge tomboy growing up and always felt comfortable as one of the guys. When I started dating Anthony, his humor and views definitely rubbed off on me. I'm a fucking Svengali. I'm like Charles Manson. Which tends to happen when I'm in a relationship. Constantly being around misogynistic and offensive jokes became my life. Constantly.
Fair enough.
It's like I'm constantly doing it.
That's a fair and accurate point she's making.
You might, Robert, you might.
Little insight to the compound.
Yeah, huh?
Yes.
And I participated, she said. I'm not blaming anyone for forcing me to laugh at offensive jokes. There was the style of humor I was into at the time. I was also 26 and still getting to know myself and thought Anthony and his pals were hilarious.
Good point, and you're right.
They are hilarious.
Absolutely.
Goring, Himmler, they're a pisser. All my pals. Jesus. Anthony did an internet show from the house a couple of times a month that I would be on.
Yes.
We would do commentary for shows like Hoarders, Toddlers and Tiaras, and such. By commentary, I mean we would make fun of and criticize the people on the shows. Yes, even those with mental illness. So? I laughed at tons of Anthony's misogynistic and racist jokes. Tons of them, huh?
Can I point out something? What she's doing is smart because she sees they're digging.
Yeah.
So she's making a strategic move, like knowing that this stuff is out there.
Yeah.
Look, let me just cut this off at the pass, get ahead of it, and address
digging
it.
fire lines.
Because, I said that before. She's digging those fire lines
fire
around
trenches around the fire.
But I mean, that's the world we live in, where you have to now explain why you joked and laughed a certain way.
Yeah.
You got to explain the things you did many years ago.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sure I've said some things that were mean and disrespectful as well. I thought I was cool for being so laid back and in on the jokes, while my older boyfriend, and his comedian friends went off. But comedian friends...
I'm a comedian, and I'm a friend.
I know.
That's accurate.
They always had...
Thanks for the plug, Melissa.
They always had respect for women who could hang with the boys, and I wanted to be accepted as a cool chick. Cut to 2004, and I'm writing articles about accused rapists and criticizing men for saying degrading things about women. I'm the definition of a hypocrite. I went through my Twitter timeline and old blog posts. And
2004? I'm sorry, 2004 or 2014?
No, this is 2014.
Oh,
I was talking about modern times. And I honestly was surprised at some of the stuff I said. I was into shock comedy, but it mostly came off as mean and shitty. I'm not the same person I was a few years ago. I'm legitimately embarrassed about some of the things I said and did. They were funny and entertaining at the time to my boyfriend and I, but deep down I knew that wasn't the real me. I love this.
But you know what, though? It's like now everything you do, we all go through those times, but now it's all documented and saved and traceable and readable.
Right.
Everybody goes through those times in a relationship where you kind of assimilate the personality of the person and you say shit you probably wouldn't have normally said. Like, she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. I've spent most of my 20s trying to fit in and adapt to the men I date. Sometimes I would lose my own identity because I didn't have the confidence to be the person I knew I truly was. It's embarrassing that it took so long to not be afraid of myself. In the past, I didn't think about how my words would affect people. I believed I didn't care about offending people. Well, now I'm a writer and I have an opinion that's heard by many people, and I don't want to use that platform to say racist and offensive things, nor do I want to be that person. I realized that thinking these jokes were funny and then having the luxury to change my mind is the definition of privilege. Oh, no, she didn't say privilege. And a big part of what racism is. Is she out of her mind?
She's trying to save her job, I think, and she's, you know...
All I can say is that getting out of that environment with my ex was an eye-opener.
Probably a liver saver, too.
Jesus.
I now see what those jokes were, what they are, mean, hurtful, and disrespectful. I have much more respect now for myself and others than I did back then. Racism and sexism are serious issues, not a joke. I can't just say don't pay attention to anything I've done in the past because I can't change it. It's there forever. But what I can say is I made mistakes and that I'm ashamed, and I hope that I can redeem myself. I have no interest in being that person anymore. I'm constantly trying to improve myself. I hope I can continue writing here because I love entertaining strangers with my words more than anything. And again, I'm truly sorry for the tasteless, racist, and offensive things I've said in the past. XO, Melissa.
How the fuck could they fire her after that? Honest? And maybe she's...
Because that's what you get.
Like, they wanted her to apologize.
Right.
Here's the feminine or feminist or strong part of that saying, look, I used to assimilate to the men I dated because I didn't have enough faith in myself to be myself. So I said things because I wanted to be accepted. Like, how is that not a strong feminist point of view to come out and realize that? Fucking Rebecca Carroll, if she fired her after that apology, is dumb. If that's what got her fired.
She said it says on the website that she got fired because after the apology, she said something on Twitter that undermined her entire apology.
Oh, okay.
And what did
she say?
Thank you.
Her tweets are gone.
But why wouldn't they post that tweet if they're saying that?
Hey, what was the tweet? Anybody know? On,
all right. So it wasn't the apology, it was something after.
What was the ex post facto tweet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't you want someone with honesty writing for you?
You would think so. I got no problem if she wants to, say, hey, I was this, I'm that. Don Corleone did this. Michael Corleone did that. I just said it.
Anthony called me a joke about this. And Anthony called me a joke about that. And I went, that's funny.
So they want me to say, yeah. Anthony called me as a racist.
I made the retarded person noises.
Sitting at the compound drinking what? Champagne cocktails.
Mike, you don't hire someone for XO Jane who talks like that.
Oh, shit.
I knew there was another apology.
Huh?
A biggie, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, we don't have that tweet.
We don't have the tweet, huh?
No tweets about
All
that?
right, if we get it, we'll certainly... Yeah, that seems like some bullshit going on over there at Jane.
Damn.
Gatorade had to apologize. I knew there was another
Gatorade?
Yeah.
Yes, because they spell it AID and they put an S and an apostrophe and then LOL. That was just inappropriate. Boo. Terrible joke.
Oh.
Gatorade sorry for mocking Powerade. Spokesman LeBron James over cramping.
Fucking God.
What
happened?
They're apologizing for mocking the competition.
When LeBron James had to stagger off the court last night, obviously a couple nights ago now, with a heat-induced leg cramp, one brand seemed all too happy to pour a few 100 milligrams of sodium into the wound. You can't even... They're in competition with each other. Gatorade, which mocked James in a series of tweets about how dehydration wouldn't be an issue if he didn't drink something else, today apologized for the posts.
Can you even?
James is the most high-profile celebrity endorser for Powerade, a fact which Gatorade's Twitter account seemed to relish with vindictive glee after the basketball superstar had to take an early exit from Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The person cramping wasn't our client, Gatorade told a fan who mistakenly called James the brand's #1 client. Our athletes can take the heat. In another response to a Twitter user praising Gatorade for its topical zingers, the brand wrote, "Thanks, Randy. We've been hydrating all day. We never cramp." While the tweets remain up, the brand has issued a statement of apology.
Holy fuck.
Our apologies for our response to fans' tweets, Gatorade said. We got caught up in the heat of the battle. As a longtime partner of the Miami Heat, we support the entire team.
Oh, because they were... Gatorade, he's not with them, but so they were shitting on people, but they have relationship with the Heat.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
But who gives a fuck?
Feel the heat.
Anthony called me and said, fuck this. Anthony called me and said, fuck that. Oh, yeah, this happened.
So I just said it.
That makes me laugh.
I love that guy.
And no one better than Frankie Five Angels.
Cheech!
So that went down. Gatorade apologizing. Chris Daughtry apologizing. Who else again? Oh, yeah. California Chrome's owner there apologizing this morning. And then I think there was another one.
Damn.
Let's see. Bob Evans Restaurant to all breastfeeding mothers.
What happened there?
Due to one employee's mistake. This is AC 1018. I don't know. I don't know this one.
I know what happened there.
What happened?
There was a woman breastfeeding, and they took her meal and they threw it on the ground and they said, "Get out of here, dog!" And they threw the baby out the door. And now they're looking back like maybe that was harsh.
You know, shouldn't have to apologize for that. You just get all sanctimonious. I just these fucking apologies.
I'm sorry.
Oh, was that the tweet?
What was the tweet?
She wrote, "In the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes for being accused of racism." That's kind of funny.
Yeah. So why does that?
Because it makes...
Why does that undermine her apology?
Because they feel that
because we all know the apologies are fake.
Well, they feel that she probably should not have said that.
Shouldn't have said that about racism.
But everyone's playing the game. They know her apology is basically fake. They're not stupid.
But
they want her to stay in line with you know, her sincerity, her fake sincerity, whatever.
But even if her apology
maybe she really means it,
fake,
I don't even know.
That's yeah. Let's say her apology is sincere. That doesn't take away from the sincerity of her apology. That is a tweet about the fact that everybody will be famous for 15 minutes, what Andy Warhol said years ago, and the fact that being accused of racism is your new 15 minutes of fame in this day and age.
It's a good line.
It's funny. It's good. It's a clever line.
But that undermined her apology?
How did that undermine...
Oh, people are crazy.
Wow.
They're just fucking nuts.
I really am astounded by this dumb world we live in now. It's just so dumb.
What's the other apology for the breastfeeding? Wow. Is it good? Is it sexy? Is it hot?
In late May.
I don't mind seeing a woman breastfeed, by the way.
I can't fucking
get a little peek at the park every once in a while.
Not even sexy.
Boobs are all engorged.
Nothing sexy about it.
I agree.
There's a lot of milk in them.
Yeah, I don't like anything with
nourishment,
childbirth, and I respect it, but it doesn't turn me on.
Pulls out one of those big filled boobs.
But there's this big dumb fucking kid's mouth on it, just slobbering it up.
Dumb little feet with socks on them, kicking. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I do oopsies and cuck.
And
kick.
cuck? Oh no,
cuck. And kick balls toward them.
So do you? Whoops! Let me go grab that.
Let me go grab that. And she found a quiet little area to do her breastfeeding.
Yeah.
What's the apology on the Bob Evans restaurant, Sam Roberts?
An employee in Tampa embarrassed a breastfeeding mother by asking her to cover up in late May. The mother left a comment on the Facebook page. So, over the weekend, Bob Evans posted this on their Facebook page. At Bob Evans Restaurants, we like to say that we treat strangers like friends and friends like family. Recently, we treated one of our guests, a nursing mother, with less than the heartfelt hospitality our employees pledge to bring to each table each day.
What's their slug line? Because slug lines at restaurants are all bullshit, too.
I think it's Bob Evans. We don't shit in the food.
I think so.
Naval officer surprises Daughtry.
Daughter.
I got to get my eyes fixed.
Yeah. That's more of an education thing, I think.
I certainly will take the beating, but I'll tell you why that happened. I saw Dot.
Yeah.
And your arm was covering the rest of it, but I'll still take the beating. I'm an idiot. Go ahead, Sam.
We support the rights of nursing mothers and would like to offer our sincere apologies.
Sincere.
Our guest.
I would have went with deep on that one.
Deep apology.
Deepest.
Heartfelt.
I would have went deepest.
Yes, deepest apology.
To our guest for her recent experience.
That's nice.
We are re-educating our teams on local statutes to ensure education and awareness of the rights of nursing moms. We are proud to host the Nurse In, being planned at our Dale Mabry location this Saturday, June 7th.
Wait, so they're going to have a bunch of feeding mothers?
You should find out where this place is.
Yeah, that'd be like an orgy for me.
Yeah.
Fuck, a whole restaurant filled with them? Go ahead.
And we'll offer any nursing mother a complimentary meal.
Right.
We will donate 10% of the day's receipts.
Milkshakes to keep it fun for everybody.
That's fun.
Got some fucking milkshakes.
Yeah.
For the nursing, get it?
10% to an organization of the affected guests' choosing.
Oh my God.
We look forward to the opportunity to demonstrate our support for these moms in their
they don't
efforts.
look forward to it at all. They know
to raise awareness.
Right. They just know they have to do this to calm idiots down. They don't look forward to it.
You don't think they're looking forward to it?
God, they just want to fucking make some dumb hamburgers.
Yeah.
What's the slug line for the restaurant? That
I told you already.
What was it again?
Bob Evans, we don't shit in the food.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Correct. No, the family shit.
We treat strangers like friends and friends like family.
No, you don't. You do not do that.
How do they treat family?
like dog shit.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very nice because they treat... That's saying, hey, we treat family like we do our friends.
I hate that fake. Oh, we treat you like family here. No, you don't. You try to give us good service, certainly.
We treat strangers like friends. And then for your friends, that's like, you're a piece of shit.
No,
you treat me like you treat a stranger.
No, friends like family.
No, but you treat strangers like you treat friends.
No, you treat strangers like friends.
And friends like you treat family.
And if you already know them, then you treat them even better.
So then your family, you go, oh, I'm no better than just one of your friends.
No, your family you treat so good no one will believe it. That's the line.
Yeah. Go stranger, go over to his house, try to borrow the fucking lawnmower.
There you go.
So what? You're not treating me like a friend.
That's right.
True.
I don't know you, yeah.
All right. I think that's it for apologies.
Oh, I hope so.
Me and you
That's
both.
5, I think.
Crazy.
Breastfeeding. What was the other one before that? Oh, Gatorade. You have Chris Daughtry. You got California Chrome.
And Melissa.
And Melissa Staton.
We just did 5 apologies.
Jesus.
Not going 10 days. Oh, I didn't even play the fucking stinger that Troy put together.
We can play it right now.
Yeah, let's play it right now as we go to break. Oh, no, you can't, because then it says here's today's apology or something like that. Whatever. All right.
You just want to fuck around?
What?
Yeah.
Let's make out a little bit.
Jesus.
The Opie and Anthony channel. All Opie, all Anthony, all the time. It's real.
Welcome to Should I Suck a Dick or Not? The show where nationally known comedians meet our panel and try to decide, should I suck a dick or not? Today's guest, Joe DeRosa.
I do a bit about this, about like the stair step up to it. It's like, it's not as easy as would you just swallow the cum. There are many levels of things you need to get through first. I might be fucking all in. I might want to go all the way. Here's the thing.
Now, what would you do with the dick?
That's the thing I don't know.
That's what he hasn't really answered.
I wouldn't be into swallowing any jizz.
You have to. That's the thing.
Why are you making these rules?
Florentine's rules. It makes it more interesting.
rules.
It makes it
no. If I've had my own jizz on my face, what's the difference?
It's another man's.
Wow! It looks like Joe DeRosa is going to suck dick. That's all the time we have this week. Tune in next time when Ricky Gervais tries to decide.
That's not only a dick, that's the biggest dick in the world.
Should I suck a dick or not?
Somewhere in the Middle East, a murderous crime ring is about to trigger an international crisis. Who can the world turn to face this nightmare head on? 2 of the world's most notorious mercenaries team up to face this never-ending catastrophe. If only they could stop arguing.
Are you professional or not?
Suck my tenant's cock! He's an international superstar with an overblown ego and a really short fuse.
What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer!
He's a drug-addicted, alcoholic, incontinent, bankrupt former wrestler with blown-out knees and a 10-inch penis. Suck my tenant's cock! If they can get along, they might just manage to save the world.
Think for 1 fucking second. Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Christian Bale.
Fucking kick your fucking ass. You know, shut up for a second, all right?
The Iron Sheik.
That son of a bitch!
This summer, one gets pissed off.
No!
Really easily.
No!
The other pees all over himself.
Fucking bitch, pussy!
Pissed on and pissed off. Coming this summer.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM. Best news ever.
So that cat in Brooklyn that was kicked by that animal.
Oh, my goodness. Right. We all remember that.
Which we named Punty.
Little Punty.
We felt like it needed a name.
Yes.
And we also told you probably almost a month ago now that this thing would be adopted.
Yeah.
It is up for adoption.
Is it up for adoption or got adopted already?
It's up for adoption. Oh. That means this thing will be adopted right away.
It's famous. Everyone wants a famous cat.
Yeah, King, the cat who survived a vicious kick in Brooklyn, is up for adoption. Here's your update on this story. This was an obvious one, right? When we told the people this would happen. The 1-year-old male cat that survived the brutal kick from a heartless perp outside a Brooklyn housing project last month is ready to be adopted. The ASPCA had been caring for King since a group of animal rescuers captured the skittish gray kitty on May 6th. So they had to get the cat all back together. And how do they get these things ready for adoption?
I don't know.
I know they do all the shots and stuff, but do they try to retrain
just their personality and everything?
Do they try to retrain it a little bit, the brain?
Good luck.
King suffered tissue injuries as a result of the trauma and was treated with painkillers. He recovered successfully and is doing well. So somebody will be adopting this cat, I'm sure, immediately.
I mean, we talked to Travis about his attempt to adopt a full-grown cat, and that didn't go well.
That's nuts. I think you could adopt a full-grown dog before a full-grown cat.
Yeah, even that. They got their own fucking problems.
Dogs?
Yeah. Yeah.
But cats, man, they're just set in their
ways. Cats will fuck you up. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, a full-grown adult cat that's been abused or something, or feral, it's just out there fucking screaming in the night. Try bringing that one home. Try having a fun little pet it. Oh, well, I just want to pet it. They'll be like, and rubbing its head on you, and then the next second, your fucking 10 claws are in you.
What is the definition of feral? Does it just mean outdoors?
Wild.
Just wild?
Wild.
Can you calm that shit down?
No, I don't think you can.
No,
I think it's
because they've just been outside too long.
It's so animalistic, and it's depended on its own survival skills for so long that you're just a threat.
It probably would just get depressed if it was in your house
after fucking everything up and probably pissing on every corner of your house.
It needs to run, right?
Yeah, eat birds.
I love this helicopter story, to be honest with you.
Oh, the 3 inmates?
I love that. You got 3 inmates. They tried to escape from a prison or some kind of lockup facility in Quebec. They tried to use a helicopter. How long ago was that?
I don't know.
It was a while ago. Maybe I have the story here. And then... they got caught and they got sent back. So these guys turn around.
It's the same guys?
That's why I love this story.
I thought it was the same method for different guys.
Because the lockup facility is like, well, obviously they'll never try to escape with a helicopter again. And these guys are in a cell or in general pomp or something going, you know what? We're going to fucking do the same fucking thing.
Let's just do it again.
Because they're not going to expect that.
The only thing that didn't work was this, so we'll make sure we change that. Like, they tried it out once, figured out what didn't work.
I probably shouldn't say I love these guys because I have no idea why they're in jail, but I'll tell you this much. The balls it takes to try the exact same thing twice. I love that part of the story.
I'm sure if they're escaping from prison in a helicopter, they did bad things.
Yeah.
Iraq's got his hand up.
March of last year, they were posing as tourists, and they commandeered the helicopter. So they just climbed up the ladder thing as the helicopter was getting ready to take off. So they were in the helicopter for the first time.
What do you mean tourists?
It says here, the CNN
tourists are going to jails?
It said they were posing as tourists, commandeered the helicopter from a Canadian tour company, ordered the pilot to fly over the detention center near Montreal, and then hoisted the other 2 guys up on the...
some of the boys from outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boys from outside are like, hey,
I got
we're on sightseeing. This is great. And then, put a gun to his head and go, now take us over the prison.
Of course.
And the thing is, you think the prison officials, once they know these guys have done that, the next time there's inmates in the yard, they hear... They'll be like, we should keep our eyes on the...
Right.
Why are they going to the fence again and looking up?
Maybe we should keep an eye on that
Yeah,
noise.
exactly. It's not like they fucking snuck out in a stealth bomber. It's it's the loudest thing. It's like an angry duck landing in your yard.
3 inmates have escaped from a detention center, with the help of a helicopter. We are working with a few partners like the airports of Quebec City and surrounding areas, the military bases, and of course, there's a ground search in the event that the helicopter is located.
So they haven't even found the copter yet, huh?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
So that's so they tried the same thing.
Canada?
Quebec, yeah.
Yeah. What could they
Montreal.
have possibly done?
We're going up there to broadcast, are we not?
They probably told some kind of a racially inappropriate joke and were thrown in prison for fucking 50 years.
Right.
They don't like words heard up there. You know.
Let's say hi to Tim in New York. Timmy
Kins.
Hello, happy birthday, little Jimmy.
What?
That is a dumb thing to start a call with.
You guys have been on the air, and I loved you guys since the 90s, 102.7, but honestly, lately, you guys have sucked.
Wow.
Oh, no.
What can we do better, you think?
I don't know, but honestly, like, I love you guys. I listen to you in your morning commute all the time, but have better interviews. I don't know. Opie, you suck. You always have. I don't know.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, you hold on now, Tim. You opened up with such a nice compliment.
Right.
What happened?
And you turn it into an unpleasant discussion.
Jimbo, I'm sorry.
What happened here?
You like Jimbo, though.
I like Jimmy, and I like Anthony, and I like you. I just feel like lately you need to step it up, Ope.
What is it?
I
How
don't
would you
need
want to step
I don't
up?
need to step up anything for you, Tim. How's that sound? All right?
That sounds great. I'll see you at the end of the dial. Later, homies. I'm out.
What does that even mean?
Oh,
I don't know.
That was a line Denny used.
Oh.
So he's a fan. Ugh. These people.
It's just
they're just a chore. Yeah, you used to be good. Now you just step it up. Oh, what should be changed then? What was better? I don't know. You just gotta. Oh, so you don't know.
Then Tim, why don't you have the balls to try to do your own fucking thing?
There you go.
I would have respect for some of these people if they try to do their own thing. They don't even fucking try it. Anything.
Well, not like this guy.
Except for Sam. He tries a little too hard.
He tries so hard.
Oh, nothing, Sam.
He tries so hard.
So, dude, then do your own show.
Yeah.
The market is wide open. There's not many radio shows left. So, if you think you could do it better than me or anyone else in this room or the show in general, go do it. Because then you could fucking kick ass and be really wealthy.
There you go.
Go for it. That's what I would say. Go for it.
Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. Instead of sitting back and just observing and never doing anything with your life.
This podcast, there's a million ways to do it now. You don't have to be hired by a major company to do it.
Some of the people out there are trying to do it themselves. I respect all those guys for giving it a shot. I don't respect anyone that just sits around and observes and does nothing for themselves.
What's wrong with the show? I don't know, but it's like, how am I supposed to take that at all serious? He doesn't fucking tell you anything. No input there.
What if he had a nice PowerPoint presentation for you?
That would be, it's like, oh, what?
Opens up his laptop.
Right, now he's showing us everything. Yeah.
And then, oh boy.
Could you guys just go to meeting and I'll sync up with you guys and I'll show you the presentation on your own computers there.
This is where your TSL dips.
Fuck, man. Guy, he was right.
TSL dips sound delicious, don't they?
Are you going to go rate them?
I should.
Do a review on them? The consumer?
TSL dips. I think they're like bonbons, but it's time spent listening.
I think if you're going to do that phone call, you got to pick a time when maybe there is like a few shows in a row that were just like, eh.
Yeah.
But the fact is, the show is really on an upswing lately.
Been feeling very good about the product we've been
fucking
pumping out and jizzing all over the nation.
Right.
My word. I watched that goddamn Fargo show. Caught
Did it get
up
better?
Finally. It didn't get better. It's been great the whole fucking time. It is so good. That fucking show is so goddamn good.
But explain this. A lot of people have said that it started off slow.
No.
You're not one of those people?
The first episode.
Who are these people?
I don't know. I've seen it on Twitter and here and there, and they said, a little slow.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The first episode had a lot of action. The second episode introduced some newer characters, and then it just took off from there.
You had to know that there were new characters from the movie. It wasn't the movie, so people going into it expecting Fargo, the motion picture, might be like, they're just doing this, that. You get past that very quickly and realize it's its own show. And then Billy Bob Thornton is fucking great. And that goddamn Tim from The Office.
Freeman, E-Rock.
Dude,
we had him in.
He is fan-fucking-tastic.
He's a great actor.
He's a great actor, and his character in this is ruthless. Just fucking great.
He's turning into such an asshole now.
I know, it's great. It's such a good fucking transformation that this his character's making. Colin Hanks is in it, and he's fantastic. It's just and written and filmed very well.
Bob Odenkirk too.
Odenkirk is the he's like the police chief guy. He's kind of bumbling.
He's in Breaking Bad.
Ah, that's right. The way they filmed that,
they make it look cold.
Yes, they do make it look cold.
Are they good at that? Make it
Pretty
look cold.
Goddamn good.
Yep.
A few filters, maybe.
Yeah.
You think when they filmed it was cold?
I think so. It looks cold.
Where do they film?
I don't know.
Hawaii. It's really
wow, that's strange.
A lot of potato flakes.
Yeah, hey, don't throw that pineapple at me, no. Don't do that, it'll break.
Yeah.
The way they filmed that in I guess the last episode or second to last episode that just showed, there's some shenanigans going on in a building, and the way it's done where you never see inside the building. You just see the windows outside, and the camera's moving about the building as you're hearing what's going on in the building. And it works so well. It's such a great, cool way to do that scene. And, I loved it. It's 2 episodes left. That's it?
I think so, yeah.
Man.
Even the hunt in the snow. When it was just blinding. You could only see right by that person.
And, no one knows who they're shooting at and what they're doing. But it was it's really good.
It's on demand, so you
I have
should
some
definitely
theories,
watch it.
too, about what's going on and what's going to happen and who's who.
Is that Robert Rodriguez's channel?
No.
That's FX it's on. Yeah.
The Robert Rodriguez channel isn't...
Yeah, I hear about it every so often.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten a buzz on that yet.
Maybe not yet. Yeah, I'm going to probably take a little while.
They need something that's
slow
just
growth.
Kind of pops.
You know what?
Yeah.
Can't find one person to defend us on that last phone call.
No.
Fuck. You would think one person would call in and defend us.
Fuckers.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Happens.
Well, I'm guarantee you guys got fans out there.
I hope.
Absolutely.
Wish one would. Oh, Jimmy just got so mad.
He's got to leave.
He left the studio.
I thought he was going to get up and fart. He's been known to do that.
Why did he leave the studio, you think?
I don't know.
Probably has to make poopies.
Maybe. But he was smiling, and he turned the corner the other way.
What do you mean?
It kind of almost looked like he was headed for the control room.
No, I think he was heading toward the bathroom.
Maybe you're right.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, what's up? My name's Lyle. I'm a big fan of the radio show.
You
finally, someone defending us. Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't think that was really good with that guy called in and starts bashing everybody. When you guys make them fart noises, I fucking laugh my balls off.
You like that one, Lyle?
Fuck, yeah.
That's your favorite part of the show? Anything else you like about the show?
Nah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, well, we got that going for us, which is nice.
Talking to someone, I'm fucking rolling.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we're making someone happy.
Yeah, all right. At least we had someone defend us.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good part.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Lyle.
Whatevs.
Whatevs. It's nice to know.
It is nice to know. Only we got one person. That's it, though.
Yeah,
no one else is calling.
That's all we need, really. Think about it. If we can make one person happy.
I'm more worried about the mystery sea monster anyway.
What is that?
It ate a 9-foot great white shark.
Come on.
How do they know this?
Did it fucking hashtag Consumer Report or whatever it was?
The consumer.
The consumer.
E-Rock Radio on it.
That's right. There's a monster eating sharks and blueberry cookies in the ocean.
Blueberry cobbler. Don't forget to have the cobbler
that
part.
cobbler.
A huge 9-foot long great white shark was eaten by an even bigger mystery sea monster.
You can't say mystery sea monster.
Why?
Oh.
Researchers had tagged the healthy sharks to track its movements as part of a study, but were shocked when the tracking device washed up on a beach in Australia 4 months later.
Fuck.
So why is... I guess it's a mystery because they didn't see it happen?
Right.
Data... Couldn't it just come undone or something?
Yeah, how are they coming to the conclusion that it was eaten by some giant monster?
No, I'm reading this cold. so I don't know yet. Data
turn the
captured
heat up.
on the device showed there was a rapid temperature rise from 46 degrees to 78 degrees Fahrenheit, along with a sudden sharp 1,902-foot plunge.
Oh.
Something took this fucking thing down. 1,900 feet.
That's why they know, huh?
The researchers believe the data proves it was eaten by something much bigger, saying the temperatures recorded indicate that the shark went inside another animal's digestive system.
Oh.
A whale.
And then he shit out the fucking, the transmitter?
The only theory they have so far is that the shark was gobbled up by a colossal cannibal great white shark.
Well, now, what if it was just another shark that bit it right where the transmitter was?
Yes.
And then swallowed that part and then took a dive.
No, the thing had to be in the belly to get all the readings.
Yeah, but
so you're right. I think
just the transmitter.
I think he did shit it out.
Then he shit it out.
He shit it out, or maybe spit it up.
But they're trying to conjure up this image that this giant fish ate the entire 8-foot or 9-foot fish when it could have just taken a bite right where the transmitter is, swallowed just the transmitter.
Yeah.
And then fucking,
All right, a great point.
Yeah.
Great point. So what dives 1,900 feet into the ocean like that?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm guessing a whale.
Scary.
Orca?
I don't think there are any down by Australia.
The case is detailed in an upcoming documentary by the Smithsonian Institute called The Hunt for the Super Predator, which draws from an earlier ABC documentary, The Search for the Ocean Super Predator.
Oh, okay. So they're trying to promo something in there.
When I was first told about the data that came back from the tag that was on the shark, I absolutely was blown away, the filmmaker said. The question that not only came to my mind, but everyone's mind who was involved was, what did that? It was obviously eaten. What's going to eat a shark that big? But yeah, Ant's right.
Just the transmitter.
Just that part of the shark.
Who knew if the transmitter fell off and then something ate it as it was,
right,
just sitting there?
Right.
I don't know. That seems silly. They're trying to make something of it.
They're trying to make a mountain into something.
Molehill? Or out of a...
Something like that. A molehill. Why not an anthill?
A molehill.
Who looks at mole? When's the last time you saw a molehill?
I've never seen a molehill.
No, this has an eminence, like mountain and molehill. Trying to take. Why couldn't they take a fucking mountain and trying to make it into an anthill?
Right.
Because I know what an anthill looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a mountain.
Or how about a hill of beans?
Don't amount to a hill of beans.
Exactly.
There it is. What are we on the 20th? Anniversary of the OJ Bronco chase.
What happened?
It's about right.
OJ's wild ride 20 years after the chase.
You think they'll just do it in real time?
That'd be fun to watch.
That'd be kind of cool. Bring you right back.
It's Al Cowling. I tell you, damn it.
When is the day? When did the murder go down? I think in this month, right? June?
It was June 20 years ago. Fuck.
We started doing radio a little after that.
OJ could have gone to prison for the murder and been out.
He would have been so out.
If it would have just been like it wasn't, it's just I was mad.
Yeah. Well.
I'll plea it down to 20-year sentence.
Be out in 10 or 15?
Get out in fucking 10 or 15. He'd have been out.
Back on TV.
And now he's still in prison.
For something stupid.
Fucking OJ.
He's been in prison for a while now, too, right? He's probably been in 3 or 4 years by now. 3 years, maybe?
They ain't going to let him out either.
Yeah. No, we saw him, like, a glimpse of him about a year. Was that about a year ago?
Yeah, he was asking to get out because of his health.
Right.
I got the arthritis.
Right.
God damn, 20 fucking
The Bronco
years.
chase was on June 17th.
Okay.
But everything else I'm reading saying the murders were June of 1994. So I'm trying to find an exact date on the murders.
Yeah, well, it was a couple days later. That was it, right?
Remember that? We are actively seeking Mr. Simpson. All the press in the room was like...
That shit was crazy.
It was insane. Every day, every hour when it first happened was like... You were fixated on that story.
Right.
If they did do the Bronco chase in real time,
yeah,
and like younger people that don't know anything about that, and they just tuned into CNN watching this thing for hours and hours.
Wouldn't know what the fuck is going on. What is this?
They would when he pulled his fucking walkie-talkie cell phone out. They'd be like, oh, what happened?
Oh, I get it. It's old.
Old stuff.
Yeah, but the video doesn't look as old anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in
we'll have to play with the bars.
No, but in 94, when you used to see video from 74, it really
looked old. Right.
But now you look at something from 94. I mean, you can tell it's older, of course, but it's not.
But it doesn't, look ancient.
No, it really doesn't look old.
Yeah, there is that timeline where all of a sudden video just looks old, and then it doesn't anymore.
I would say
give you a good.
Yeah.
Sometimes the tone of it looks old, or like music videos, or there's something about the tone of the nature of it.
But it always looks darker. Like if you watch shows from the '90s and reruns, it always looks darker compared to like what you were saying, like All in the Family and stuff from the '80s, and it always looks darker in the '90s.
I'm saying darker.
I think because car designs don't change drastically anymore.
Yes,
because when you see the Bronco, if they show it 20 years later, you're not going to think like, wow, look at that old fucking car.
Yeah, it was like.
But in '94, if you saw like cars from '74, there's a drastic difference.
Then it looks a lot different,
right?
Yeah, the Bronco's pretty squared off, but that's about it.
Yeah, but you could still see them out there too. A lot of
Didn't they stop making them?
OJ.
Why would?
So.
What?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, right.
Hold on. I want to make sure we rock again. Michael in New York. Michael?
Hello. How are you guys
We
doing?
need to do this, guys.
Michael.
Go ahead,
Say
Michael.
if he's dead or alive.
Do it, Michael.
Yeah, I know. You guys have covered so much information from this, but I think I can keep up with all of it. First off, I want to talk about the caller that called in and tried to give some air quotes, constructive criticism that was worthless.
Lyle was good.
Lyle was good, though. He likes the show.
Yeah, that was good. The last one, it was kind of ridiculous. Like, hey, you need to fix this, but didn't really say anything to fix. First off, it's a talk show, and you guys do really good at talking, so you got that going for you. That's amazing.
Which is
nice.
nice.
Awesome at that.
So I think we're back to rocking. I would say we're back to rocking.
That's good.
You guys are awesome, and you.
What about me personally, though? Me personally, I need to hear a little something.
I think your amazingness is what ate that shark.
That's right.
You ate the shark.
Yay!
There you go. So we got, 70% of the ocean's been completely undiscovered. So of course there's something out there that could have eaten the shark.
But don't we know the big ones?
Yeah, of course.
When they say, that used to freak me out too, but the shit they don't know is like, who gives a fuck stuff, right? Not the big ones,
not
the big monsters. We know all the big monsters, don't we?
Yes,
we don't.
There are listeners.
We're talking about it's all been seismographs, so they can tell how deep the ocean is in certain parts. But discovered,
why not all
as far
parts?
as man going there? No, there's things in the ocean. It's a completely different environment in the ocean.
Yeah, but it's all that weird. The ones we haven't discovered is all that weird shit where their eyes are like giant on tiny bodies because there's no light down there, and they're
creepy.
And you can see through them for whatever reason.
Oh, I don't know why.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that giant thing in Waterworld.
Sam, could you show us some strange...
show us some strange.
Some underwater creatures. The strange ones, though. I don't know how you get there. Like maybe the top 10 strange ocean creatures. Let's try that.
Man.
And then going to the OJ, the anniversary for OJ, things will be a lot different these days.
We got to go now because the first one is so fucking creepy. I think we're on to something here. Thank you, Michael. Call back, though, please.
A monster.
All right, here you go. It's offcracked.com. Gets the plug today. The fish that looks like the Predator. Where the fuck is that?
Its mouth opens up sideways.
Right.
That just looks like a dumb fish.
Is it at the bottom of the ocean? That's not a bottom of the ocean one. It looks sort of like a sea robin with a giant flappy mouth.
Giant flappy vagina mouth.
Right. On like a sea robin.
With teeth where the clip
Give me
would
number
be.
9. Number 9. What the fuck is that? How do you even describe that?
What that is.
The Venus flytrap of the sea.
Yeah.
How do you describe that? It's
like
you could
jellyfish, kind of.
It's see-through, and it looks like a see-through cobra head.
Yeah.
Kind of, right?
Yep.
All right. Number 8.
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
Is that buried in sand?
The fish that kills from below.
Wow, I can't even describe it. It's just a monster.
Would you freak out if you saw?
Oh man, imagine you're swimming near the bottom and that thing stares at you.
It looks. Your dick was dragging.
Oh, ow!
What does that look like? Hold on, we can't just move on from that one. That is. Explain that one, Sam.
It looks It stays buried in the sand, so you only see its face.
Right.
And it has big googly eyes.
Right.
What looks like a starfish on its head.
Right.
And then big, sharp teeth that look like the pit in Star Wars.
It's very good.
Yeah, it looks like a zipper, too.
You would,
Teeth.
you would think that was a human skull with the eyes still in it if you saw it quickly.
Creepy.
Look at the whole body. It's like its face is on top of its head, so that way it can be buried in the sand.
I don't like it.
Now, what is it called?
Not one bit.
It's called the Northern Stargazer.
How big is it?
Big enough to do some damage.
You can't do any stargazing if you're at the bottom.
Nah, it's just because he's dumb and looks up all the time.
Salt water in his eyes.
He's not seeing any stars.
Imagine if he was buried in the sand and then you just put your feet in the shallow end and then he nipped at your toes.
Yeah, it pulled your toe skin.
Ouch. I think I'm making the move to water shoes this year. I love going to the beach and stuff, but I think I'm finally done with my little tootsies feeling around in the water.
You got to put on those scuba booties.
I always
got it, right?
Yep.
I leave my Tevas on when I go in the water.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Tevas.
You're just,
those mandals.
You're just crunching everything. Sam just crunches everything as he goes in and out of the water.
Mandals are awful.
Yeah, they're bad.
I'd rather wear heels in the fucking ocean.
Go right through a horseshoe crab.
Right, enough of this dumb fish. What else?
Why?
Whoa. What that is.
What is that?
It's a shark that looks like a throw rug.
Oh, no.
That's pretty fucked up.
It's a carpet shark.
Oh,
whoa, you see it eating the other shark
some
thing?
other shark. Maybe it was a giant carpet shark.
Where are these fishes?
It looks like flat moss.
Well, carpet shark is right there, the end table fish. Get it? Yes. The carpet shark, the only thing that can kill him is the couch whale. Terrible.
All right.
Weak improv.
The 56-foot long fish. That might be the Loch Ness.
How big is it?
All right. That might be a little Loch Ness action.
Yeah, could be.
It's the giant oarfish.
Looks like an eel.
Or what?
Yeah, exactly. And his sexual behavior is irrelevant.
5. The real
Kraken, like release the Kraken.
Right.
Oh, man.
All right. We should put this on our Facebook page.
Kraken.
The world's biggest fish.
Whoa.
What's the world's biggest fish?
I think that's a sunfish.
It's like a fish that's the size of a whale, but it's a fish.
That thing could eat you.
Oh, wow, that's a fish? Look at that little... You can bite people?
That's crazy. Unless it's right by the lens and the diver's like way far away.
Little force perspective.
Yeah.
Is there video? There's video of all these fishes. They have a video of that one, Sam?
It's a mola, or ocean sunfish, and it's the heaviest fish in the world.
What does it taste like, though?
Damn. Tastes like chicken.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, that is big.
3 is the fish that walks.
Jeez, that looks
Get
like
the
a monkey.
Fuck out of here.
A monkey fish?
It's this is one of 9 new specimens of handfish that were recently discovered near Tasmania. Oh my gosh, they have limbs and everything.
Wow. You got a video of it walking?
Some wacky shit going on with that fish.
Sure.
Look at that fish.
All right.
It's crawling.
The fuck? What would you think if you saw that?
Well, I would think that in...
And why didn't they go the distance and stay on land like
years.
everything else that fucking walked out of the ocean?
Because a few million years, that's what's going to happen there. It's going to make a whole new type of people.
Whoa, that fish is?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's going to figure out how to get out of there, walk around.
Because it can walk and it has gills.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Like Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
Waterworld. Behind his ears, he had those vagina gills.
Perfect.
Did he?
Yes,
terrible.
he did.
I saw part of that. It looked stupid. I hated its fucking
you're
hair
right.
tie.
Like
I
his
hated
hair tie?
the rubber band in his hair. I'm so sick of that look to imply future. Long hair with the little like piece tied off like a kung fu master.
That's because he wanted to cover up his baldness in the water. I heard that a lot of the money went to in post-production to covering up his bald spot because his hair was wet a lot in it. And wet hair, you know, it makes it a lot easier to see.
World of hurt.
So I think in post they had to fill in his hair. And, you know, it cost a lot of money.
Took over.
The movie was so bad.
Took up most of the budget, you think?
It was, I call Waterworld Wet Postman. And I call the Postman Dry Waterworld. Yeah.
What about Dennis Hopper and his eye patch?
He was just like the other guy, the copy machine repairman from The Postman.
Oh.
Same thing.
Did you know Rue McClanahan died?
No.
I
When?
didn't either. A couple days ago, yes.
Who's that?
From the Golden Girls.
The whore from Golden Girls. You know, the old one
She
that's
had a
always
stroke.
trying to get fucked.
June 3rd in New York.
Damn.
Why the hell? They're not doing much on her dying.
No.
I didn't know. Are we done with the Golden Girls now?
Are they all dead?
No,
Betty White.
Betty White's still.
Rue McClanahan died in 2010.
Oh, did she? I'm sorry.
Thank you for the breaking news.
No, I'll tell you why. Wait a minute.
We're only 4 years off on that one.
Somebody twittered something, and I was looking at it, and I Googled her, and it just said June 3rd. I didn't realize 2010. I was off a few years.
Boy, they're not doing anything with that death 4 years later.
I remembered that she died, but I'm like, oh, maybe that was BR.
Holy shit.
A bit of a shock that they didn't celebrate her 4-year death anniversary with something spectacular.
I just figured they were all dead by now, or most of them. Of course,
Betty White.
Of course, Betty White.
What about the mother? The old
Estelle Getty?
Estelle Getty.
Yeah.
She was.
She died making interracial porn.
Oh, fuck. Hell of a way to go out.
She's still alive, right?
Oh, no. Breaking news.
Yeah.
She died July 22nd, 2008.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought she was still alive.
Told you.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Oh, was that her?
Yes.
Oh, she was in that. That's right. Hey, can we? I got to see the #1 sea monster.
Well, you're only at 3.
No, let's do this quick.
The #1 sea monster.
What the
Let's
fuck
see
is
what her
that?
name is.
The fish that looks like
a xenomorph.
How would you know what a xenomorph looks like?
It's a black dragonfish.
Right.
And it lives deep in the ocean where light can't reach it. But it has a strategy for seeking out its unlucky prey. The body admits
it goes psst.
An infrared light that only it can see.
What? How did I figure that out?
Meaning that it's basically wearing a pair of night vision goggles while everything else is swimming around blindly.
Well, how do they eat?
They get eaten.
They gotta eat something.
Right. Enough of them have to survive to keep their species going.
That's terrifying.
That is an unfair advantage.
For sure.
But how do the other ones protect themselves? That's why it's all so fucked up.
Whoa.
Yeah, they can find food, but they can't fucking see this glow-in-the-dark sea fish fucking buzzing along.
Oh, no.
The #1 is the clam that looks like a dick.
Oh, no, the Sam clam. Sorry, Sam.
How dare you?
You guys had to eat that shit.
The gooey duck.
It's the gooey duck.
When we had our boiled
Was it
meats episode.
I don't think I liked it. I don't think it was for me.
No.
The gooey duck. The clam that looks like a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
2 die after looking for dropped cell phone in toilet. Where did this happen?
I'm sure it was
China?
somewhere far away.
China.
Yep.
China?
It happened in China. A man and his mother have suffocated after trying to fish a mobile phone out of an open pit toilet and falling in.
An open pit toilet. Did you eat any of that at the barbecue? The open pit toilet?
Yeah, there's a ladle that hangs inside. You just scoop a little bit of liquid shit out and you dump it on some bread. The bread they store in the urinal in the Port of China. Some rolls.
That's terrible. Yeah. The South China Morning Post reports that an unnamed woman in Shanghai City, China, dropped her phone worth about $320 into the open pit toilet.
Jeez, that's a lot of money.
Why would you want to use that after? Who wants to make a phone call with a duty phone?
Yeah.
They're being nice. It's just a hole in the ground.
Yeah,
they don't really
pit toilet.
It's just a hole in the ground. They squat over it.
Disgusting.
We got lazy and decided to build a toilet so we don't have to squat like that. Her husband tried to find it, but was overcome by the stench, lost consciousness, and fell in. So how do you, what do you, poke around a little bit? Did he reach all the way in with his arm?
I guess he tried to lean into the hole there and fish it out.
Oh, my God.
Fumes got him.
His mother then dove in after her son.
Oh, man.
Is it all right to laugh at this?
Of course it is.
You sure?
It's far enough. It's far enough
Does
away.
he die fishing a toilet out of a shit pile?
A toilet out of a shit pile?
A phone out of a shit pile. Yes.
But she dove in.
All right, Mom.
She also fainted. Neighbors were called for help after the owner of the phone then tried to save her husband and mother-in-law, but also lost consciousness. So now you got 3 people in the shithole. A total of 6 people had to be...
New name for our show.
What?
3 people in the shithole.
I like it. Ready for this?
Yeah.
A total of 6 people had to be pulled out of the toilet. So in the end, there were 6 people down there. The man and his mother both had pulses when they were rescued, but died as they waited more than an hour for medical assistance to arrive.
It's great.
2 lives have gone in 5 minutes, and my cousin's wife is still in a coma. You're going into a coma. Leaving a partially paralyzed old man and a 1-year-old son at home, the husband's uncle said, according to Shanghai.
Chang Fang.
What are we supposed to do is just how the article ends. What are we supposed to do?
A weird situation over there in China.
Why?
Yeah, they got like these areas that are completely modern and, they got good medical attention, factories and shit like that. And then there's areas where they might as well be living in the old Ming Dynasty.
Right.
It's real, you talk about wealth separation. Holy moly. It's crazy over there.
So, there you go.
People like going over there, though, and visiting.
Someone almost got me on Twitter.
What's up? Oh.
Someone just wrote Paul Newman died. Oh, my God. I almost reported it. I'm like, oh,
come on.
A minute. I swear. I already knew that.
That was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
You almost already knew that.
No, I knew.
You got to think for a second.
I forgot. Yeah, exactly.
You got to think. They're going to get you now.
Grant's view of the world is just by visiting Epcot. Yeah, that's true. I will say that is very true.
I don't know.
I don't know much about.
We've heard the stories coming out of China to know that it's a little bit different than what we are used to.
You know what I noted about China from the Epcot? You stand in front of the restaurant,
right,
and then little Chinese kids come out and do juggling and acrobatics, and then you go in and you eat and you come out and then you go to Mexico.
Isn't that kind of racist though?
No, it's great.
It's a bit racist.
Those little Chinese kids are real bendy. They could bend.
But they're celebrating their culture.
Yeah.
That's racist.
No. Is it?
Yeah, you can't celebrate your culture anymore. It's racist.
If you're white, you can't.
Oh.
How'd that Puerto Rican Day parade go? Pretty good?
No, yeah.
Off without a hitch? No wilding?
I think so.
That was good. I saw the...
I didn't see anything in the papers.
De Blasio doing some Latin dancing.
I hate him. I don't like him.
He was marching in the parade. He did a little dance.
Good for him.
Made a little love. Got down tonight.
Oh, was that the song?
No. It was some Spanish song, I'm sure. But a couple of people I knew, a couple of the boys on the jab, said that it was relatively quiet. A lot of hoochie mamas.
Yeah.
Women, Puerto Rican women love dressing provocatively during the Puerto Rican Day parade.
Well,
yes. What's this?
Holy shit, was that Kournikova?
What, Anna Kournikova?
Did Anna Kournikova just walk by?
Oh, in here?
Yes.
Whoa.
Went toward Troy's studio.
Oh, shit.
She's probably looking for me. She's a big Boneyard
You
fan.
best check that out.
She still looks amazing if that was her.
Was it her?
Well, someone that looks like her. No, the other way, Sammy. Oh, is he just going down the hall?
Sam. Look at how he walks with the dumb feet. His dumb feet.
His dumb orthotic eating tootsies.
Oh, my God.
He walks with a slant to the left, doesn't he?
Oh.
Right?
Look, yeah.
He's walking back.
Now he's walking back and he sees we're looking at him now, so he's all nervous. And he knows we're laughing at his dumb feet. There he comes. Right. He didn't do anything, though. He walked halfway down the hall and came back.
I don't think his pants go...
No.
There's too much space.
Too much space.
He doesn't get that.
Like a cowboy. And no word on if that was Anna Kournikova?
Sure looked like her.
Was it?
Why are you laughing? Oh, God, what?
He's an intern.
The blonde?
Yep.
She looks like Anna Kournikova. Is she one of our interns?
No. Of course not.
The girl from the Black is here, too.
No, it's not her. She's not here now.
Oh, all right. So no Anna Kournikova. Back to the Puerto Rican Day parade.
I want to know about the intern that looks like Anna Kournikova now, though. More than
no kidding.
Anna Kournikova.
Who does she work for?
Get her back here.
Jenny Hutton.
Really?
She works for Jenny Hutton.
Did you see Jenny Hutt's tweets over the weekend?
Were they needy thanking celebrities for things?
Yes.
Oh, God, is she needy.
She tweeted Rosie O'Donnell, I think it was. Was Rosie O'Donnell part of the Tonys last night?
Yeah.
She accepted an award, yeah.
She was wishing her good luck, and and I'm sitting there like...
Oh, boy.
Rosie O'Donnell's not reading Jenny Hutton's Twitter.
You know what? A lot of these celebrities do, and they retweet her compliments.
Who? Jenny?
Like certain celebrities, yeah.
All right, word it.
Oh boy.
Just
she's reaching out to E-Rock saying, "I'll bake chocolate chip cookies for you guys."
Oh,
I didn't know your show was into eating cookies.
Well, no, it's just E-Rock is.
Get the Rosie O'Donnell one.
So most of them are like look at me tweets. Those are her tweets.
It's her thing.
Look at me.
Everyone has their thing on Twitter.
Look at me. I know this person.
It's her
look
thing.
At me.
She's needy.
It is.
Some call me needy, she says, which is defined as requiring attention beyond what is normative. Isn't that everyone on Twitter?
Yeah, but normative becomes the norm of Twitter.
Right.
If you're needy on Twitter, then you're really, really
right.
needy.
She's above the normative.
Yes, the normative.
Oh, boy.
What?
Hey, Rosie. Hey, at Rosie. Have fun tonight. Hashtag Tony Awards. You deserve this honor. Excited to watch. Hashtag what will you wear? XO.
Ugh. Fucking awful.
Wow.
So what'd Rosie say back?
Let me open it up, get some replies.
There's
looking for some replies.
There's no replies there.
It did get one. It did get favorited
by herself. She favorited her own.
One favorite.
Yes, somebody named Andrew S. favorited it.
Right.
Wow.
That's nice. One person favorited it.
Hey Rosie, what you wearing?
Any other Tony
or needy tweets?
Yeah.
Let's just go with needy.
Jenny really go Tony Awards.
All right, go current from there. Anything after that she tweeted.
Let's see.
You're going the wrong way. Go up. No?
Go back more recent?
Yeah.
We already looked at those.
Yeah, we already looked at those.
There's no neediness in those?
No, I mean she's talking about her brother and stuff.
Right. Okay. But she's now going to bake us cookies.
Oh, yeah.
What is that one? Hey,
I don't want a cookie with unless it has a nice red pube in it.
Hey, we're making a buy. Say hey.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, this camera does.
is that a boy band?
Yeah.
Which boy band is that?
I don't know.
And who's the grandma in the video?
That's
oh no.
It's Jenny.
Oh,
it's Jenny in the video.
Shit. Sorry,
That's
Jenny.
Jenny Hutton.
I guess it's just because they're so young. I got
okay, here's a needy one.
What?
It's called Guess I'm Not a MILF.
There she is out the window. Hi, Jenny.
Hold on, microphone.
Retweeting me. A. B.
Why are you here?
Half hours of fucking traffic. And the intern. The intern is my cousin.
How old is she?
Is your
my
cousin?
First cousin's
Does she
daughter,
look like Anna Kournikova?
She's adorable.
How old
Her
is
name's
she?
Joanna. She's 20.
Okay, so a little old, but I mean,
I don't even have a show to do right now. I just have
What?
Dog and Beth.
We want to know what?
What?
Dog and Beth. What's that?
Dog, the bounty hunter, and Beth, the.
How come we didn't get Dog? We put in for Dog.
He's here. That's my daughter in that video that you have on the Vine.
Oh. Wait, what is the? I can't hear what you're saying in your Vine video.
Yeah, that was on the Long Island Railroad the other day. That's my daughter was
On our way to New York City.
upset with me.
Your daughter's pulling up your cleavage.
She said you're not a.
She's covering up your cleavage.
Not a MILF.
That's the audio that you guys aren't hearing.
No, you're definitely a MILF.
You're a MILF.
Anyway, hi.
Yeah. Toward
and then
Gilf.
I was listening to
Possible
you guys
Gilf.
in the
what does the G stand for?
in the
Grandma.
bumper to bumper granny.
Oh man,
Granny is the official word.
so
Did Rosie?
No, Rosie and I are really
yet?
friends in real life. Like we're,
So why don't you just text her that?
I do.
Why does the whole world have to
I
know?
wanted everyone to know that she got an honor. Oh, shut up!
How come she didn't get back to you?
Guys, I don't
Did
even
she
have
get
a
back
sense
to you
of
when
humor
you
anymore. Yes, we texted on
Anymore?
the cell phone.
Prove it. Give me
My
a
sense of humor is
Good
gone.
luck tonight.
It's gone.
Who's
after
this?
The fucking
Who's this?
Jenny.
Stop.
Prove that Rosie texted you.
Okay, hold on a minute.
All right.
So I don't know if did I speak to her last night? Did I speak to her a day ago? I'll tell you when I spoke. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. I'm pulling up. I'm gonna find it.
Because you could give us a nice face today.
Huh? What?
You could give us a face, like, see, face. I am friends with her.
I really am friends. Okay, I'll text her right now.
Oh, that means you don't have any text messages from Rosie.
I deleted it. Hi.
Deleted
Text
it.
back.
Why would you delete?
Nobody deletes texts.
What do you mean? You don't delete texts?
Fuck no.
You guys are so full of baloney.
From Rosie? What's she going to
All right, anyway, I said to E-Rock earlier, I'd be happy to bake cookies for you guys on the air.
Cookies.
Yeah.
But then he said you hate food, so then
we hate food.
No, we're trying to eat well.
Well, you guys have definitely taken a stand against food segments as well.
Oh, we have.
All food segments.
You know, because you used to have the pounds packed on you there,
so
Jen.
bad, yeah. But
So you know what it's like to have to maybe cut back a little.
We see it,
that's
Chubby.
where I am right now, trying to cut back a little. It's
Chubs.
awful.
Oh yeah.
What was the real world? The Chubs.
Chubs. She called
What's
her
that?
Chubs.
No, what was the line though? We all see it, Chubs. No, fuck. What was the line? It was a great line.
You said we all see it though.
We all see.
I remember that
and
one.
Then called her Chubs.
Chubs.
I'm so annoyed that I
Do you have a problem like keeping weight down off of you?
Yeah, it's hell. It's awful every day of my life.
Every day you gotta.
Yeah, on the scale every morning.
Well, just eat oatmeal or something.
Just eat oatmeal, Opie?
What is it you want? What is it you want to eat that you can't?
Well, pizza. I love pizza.
Oh, I love a good piece
God,
of pizza.
is pizza good?
Pizza's
Can't do it though.
Well, no, I don't now. But you guys know this. Don't you know the story of the pizza that I had?
You look TV ready today. You
I'm
doing
not.
TV?
I just have makeup now.
You're TV ready.
I have meetings. And
You
stuff.
are.
Meetings with who? Trying to get an extra $100 from this place?
Yes.
Good luck
not
there.
For here. No.
Good luck with that one, Jenny.
Yeah,
They don't feel like paying anyone around here.
It's okay. You guys make money. That's
We
good.
do all right.
It matters.
That's true. We do all right.
God.
You keep me company on the treadmill though most mornings.
Thank you.
Cool.
We're crowded up there
in
then.
the morning.
You do?
Not in real life, Ant.
Oh, see, I thought
you do burst trading.
I'm trying to now, but how many
That's all
seconds
the
are you
rage.
supposed to really?
3 seconds,
crazy?
5-minute rest.
That's not true, Jim.
60 seconds, 80% of your
Maximum heart rate.
I believe somewhere around there.
Do you wear a heart rate monitor?
Hell no.
Oh.
Did Rocco
I grab the vein under my dick.
Yeah.
I feel it bouncing and I count.
Take your pulse off of your ball bag.
Yeah, my Vas Deverns.
If that's pumping, I know I'm pushing my heart rate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Iraq does burst training on his pants button. Because it's ready to burst.
The consumer. Hashtag the consumer.
Yeah.
Did Deborah Messing get back to you?
Why are you going down my
Deborah
freaking
Messing?
Here's the thing on
What
Twitter.
did she tweet to Deborah
on
Messing?
Twitter because I can't really respect people.
I'm going to turn your mic off. I'm going to turn your mic off.
What am I
What
supposed
Deborah
to do?
Messing say about
Let Sam talk.
Deborah Messing, I
I'm
met
gonna-
her at CNN, and she was like, "Oh, I'm a fan," and blah blah blah. But I guess not really because she didn't
Most people that say they're a fan aren't a fan.
It doesn't make her a bitch. I guess she just didn't really
makes
care.
her a bitch.
No, I mean whatever.
Most celebrities
People say
that
things.
most celebrities that tell us they're fans, we
Yeah.
we know it's bullshit. You just
Oh,
go,
yeah.
oh,
I
thanks,
take people
man.
at their word.
There's
some
a
of
couple
the
that
time.
we believe are true
listen all
fans,
the
but the rest of them
time.
are lying. What did she say to Deborah?
I want her to do
Sam.
my radio show.
Hold on,
She
let her
got
Sam.
skinny on the Twitter.
She did. Hang on. I clicked on. Dr. Drew doesn't text her, tweet her back either.
He does too. He does.
Just so I didn't.
He's had it. He does.
He's had it with you.
He's done.
He's had it with
He
you.
does. The one I tweeted him, he did tweet
that
back.
used to be your
he's not
boy.
the one he
did.
How much
He's
you want
had
to
it
bet?
with
The
you.
one
He's
from
had
this
it with
weekend
you.
about Narcon, or like last week about Narcon, he totally
Nope.
did.
I was just looking at one. He didn't
Retweeted
do
and
it.
everything.
No, he's had it with you.
Oh, boy.
What
She
did
tweeted. She wrote, "Hey, Deborah Messing."
All right, you guys, I am so emotionally
I'm going to
messed
turn
up
your
today.
mic off.
Wait, what'd she
Why?
say?
What's the matter?
Let's hear it.
She wrote, "Hey, Deborah Messing, want to be on my Sirius XM show to talk the mysteries of Laura and hashtag dieting? Follow to DM to set it up. Fun."
There you go.
What if no one else is going to book people for
When
me?
you
What
say-
should I do?
Did she follow you?
Yeah, so what happened when she followed you?
Did she follow you?
No, so now what do I do? Nothing I
Whenever
can
someone
do.
says follow me, I don't do it. You should get a public email and say
Guys,
email
you know
me.
what? You don't have to tell me I'm a loser. I already feel like a loser.
It's not that you're
We're
a
good.
loser, but you
It's
don't say
okay.
follow to DM.
I think you have more to offer, and you don't need to be as needy. That's
Well,
all.
She
here's
wrote
the
to
thing,
Dr.
Opie.
Drew. She
What
wrote,
do I
"Hey,
do?
Dr. Drew, New York City police will start carrying naloxone. No, he didn't.
Yes,
this
he
week.
did.
Great idea, right?
He 100%.
All right, let's see the
did.
reply.
He did.
Well, there's a reply
and he
from.
might have deleted it, but he did. I swear to God.
No one deletes their tweet reply.
I swear to you. He said it was a great idea. He said
Why?
absolutely.
What, did he drop the N-bomb in it?
Yeah.
and
Or did you
realize
think you
it
were
was-
Jenny McCarthy and you realized, oh, wrong reply?
Let me ask you guys something. Who
This
can
is
help me?
Dr. Glenn, not Dr. Drew. It's a guy named Glenn.
Oh, no, Dr. Glenn replied to you.
Not Dr. Drew.
No, it wasn't Dr. Drew.
Guys, I wouldn't say he did if it didn't. Deborah Messing definitely did not.
No, neither did Rosie.
I also
Or
had
Rosie.
tried with Kirstie Alley.
And-
She said she was scared of me because it says I'm a lawyer in my bio and so she won't do my show.
Oh, boy. And no, nothing from Dr. Drew.
She's scared of a
No,
lawyer.
Drew, fine. Yeah, she's
that's
scared
what
that I'm
it
a
is.
lawyer.
Why? So why is she scared that you're a lawyer?
I have no idea.
She afraid you're representing her scale?
I don't know.
Fucking monster.
I'm going to have her on to, I don't know. It's bizarre.
Shit.
Anyway.
Anyway. So what's the rest of the day look like?
I'm going to interview Dog, the bounty hunter, and his wife Beth, and air that tomorrow because I couldn't have them on live
Cool.
today.
Keep 'em away from shade.
And then Tay Diggs is coming in as
Who?
well. Tay Diggs.
Oh, Tay Diggs.
Oh, yeah, we say no to him every time.
Right. So
He went to
I'm coming
Syracuse.
too. Huh?
He's the pride of Syracuse University's
My husband and
acting
my sister
program.
went there too.
What?
That's
but
what's
not
up.
in those-
I miss Fat Mommy. She was nicer.
That's what my daughter said.
Says
the
to
other day.
you?
She said it the other day in the
Now?
car.
Oh, man.
So you're getting it from all sides, not just
I do. Oh,
not
yeah.
just your radio pals.
That's
you get
right,
it at home as
Opie.
well.
I do. I am low woman on every totem.
Yeah, no,
pole.
you
no,
look
you're
great.
not. We just fuck
Fine.
around.
Does Skinny Mommy, does she flirt with some of your does she flirt with her friends?
Me?
Like
Do
your
I
daughter's
flirt with my
friends?
kids'
Yeah.
friends? What are
yeah.
you, crazy?
You're Skinny Mommy. You're just so
No, that's
near.
disgusting.
I'm just asking.
Children.
Do you
That's
bring-
maybe why she doesn't like.
Bring out some drinks to the pool when she's having a party in a little
Can you
bikini.
imagine? That's
Hi, everyone. Jenny comes out. She's got. I'm just gonna sun with you, young people.
And she goes, "I'm not like most moms. I'm a cool mom."
I
Yeah, I'm
have
the
a
cool
15-year-old.
mom.
I have a 15-year-old son also.
Is
and
there one-
I show up to school like a scrub.
Is there one boy that's kind of made you a little moist when they're
Ew, no,
when
they're
they come to your
fine. Do
house?
you know
I guarantee it.
teenage boys
Is there just
are the
one?
grossest creatures on the planet.
Is there one that just got things going a little bit?
Yeah, all of them.
You didn't
man.
expect it,
Right.
but
Oh, please.
she's the one who comes out with drinks, and she goes, "Well, if you're gonna drink, I'd rather you do it under my roof."
Yeah, that's not
Thank
who I
you,
am at
Mrs.
all.
Hutt.
Next thing you know, blah, blah.
Oh man. Oh, hey, this is great iced tea.
That's what happened.
Give us some differences between Skinny Mommy and what was the other one called?
Fat Mommy?
Fat Mommy. What,
Big Fat Mommy.
I think
what's the
skinny-
difference?
I think
What would Fat Mommy do and Skinny Mommy do?
I think I was more cuddly, and I think I was. Yeah.
Nothing
I
worse
was
than
not
hugging a fat woman.
as verbally
Can't
strong.
even get your arms
perhaps,
around
as I
her.
am now.
It's awkward.
Yeah, right?
They know the arms aren't going around the back.
Well, they like that. They like that I was cushy. It was like a,
Oh man, but who else would though? It's like,
Well,
thanks, kids. Yeah, you like me
okay.
fat, but a man doesn't.
No, I mean, there was no problem. I mean, I've told you guys. I think my husband misses that. Like, I had a very big tushy,
a
and my
feeder.
boobs are very big.
Then he's a
It was-
feeder. Stay away. Be careful.
Feeder?
By the way, we're
Yeah.
married 17 years.
chaser?
Thursday.
No, a feeder. They just
What's a feeder?
feed their women to keep them fat so they don't
right,
leave
right,
them.
right.
You gotta watch.
God.
Right.
No.
Oh yeah.
Don't be as happy if I'll eat French fries.
I like your ass in those pants. What are they? Muppet pants?
They're Sesame Street.
Sesame Street pants? You look-
I was going to wear a
that's great.
sundress, but the weather, it's like fucking winter here. What do you do with that?
We had a perfect weekend. What are you
Yesterday I
talking
went
about?
running. I ran
Can I put
3
my
miles
Oscar
right
in your
outside.
garbage can?
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh wow, here's
Put your
another one.
snuffle off and get in her
Stop
Gordon
it.
mouth.
Stop it. Now knock it off,
Jenny, what?
Sam.
This one is too.
Hold on, Sam.
Yes.
You were running yesterday?
Yes.
What celebrity were you running after?
Oh God.
Opie for the
tweeting.
win. Well done.
Well, the timing was a little bad,
Exercising.
but Hell still got it in.
Hey, Anthony Cumia, I thought of you this morning while I was talking about Mark Cuban on my show. Should have had you call in. Arg, next time.
Oh, man. I should have.
Missed your opportunity.
It was true, though.
I missed
was,
the opportunity.
because I didn't
Well,
think
wait.
Mark Cuban did anything
It's weird that you
wrong.
guys sound disappointed because remember that time I told you guys you should stick around and do Jenny Hut's
You know
show?
what?
Oh, yeah.
And you guys were just like, oh, we have that thing where we have to go home now.
Did I leave that cartoon smoke when I ran out of the...
Yes, you did.
You did.
Yes.
I did try to get him to stay, Jenny.
I'm
It's
very
fine.
busy.
I just like you guys to know that any day that I'm here, you have an open invitation at the end of your show
Oh.
to walk down the hall and be on my show. That's it.
Cool.
Would you like to be on my show next Monday?
I'll take her out for a nice meal.
It's your cousin.
You cannot go out with my cousin.
Why not? I'm a
Because
good
she's
date.
my first cousin's daughter.
I'm a
She's my-
gentlemanly date.
Would you
I
bang
really
her?
am. Not on the first date, I don't try. I'm very gentlemanly.
Good for you.
Actually, yeah, I've heard that you're a nice guy in that way.
I am.
However, no.
Who's talking?
She's a little young.
Who's talking to tell you that shit?
20. She's old enough to go to jail. She's old enough to go out and have a
Stop
fine
it.
meal.
20's fine.
She might have a boyfriend. I'll find
All
out
right.
today.
What?
Fair.
Of course she does.
Any other needy tweets?
Yeah.
Not as needy lately. I'm proud of you, Jenny Hunt.
Listen.
Sam's got to go a long way to find the bad ones.
Well, she was just sending love you messages to Carney Wilson.
I'm not allowed to live and breathe on Twitter with you guys. I get in so much trouble.
But if
She wrote, I love you, Carney. Keep it up.
But you would text those people.
I like all of it. I like the whole thing. Love social media.
Oh,
What
man.
Cardi say back?
How many pies did you
she
two
get to respond?
How many pies did you two share back in the day?
Oh, man. How long have you known Carney?
Right.
You knew her in your chubby days?
Yeah, I knew her when I was
She
thin, when I was fat. When I
Did she
was...
roast for
resent
two.
you?
Yeah.
Because you got skinny?
Your
Yeah, she
interview with
doesn't
Leah
resent me.
Michelle is online?
Yeah, it's really ugly.
Yeah, apparently.
Leah
What
Michelle
happened?
hates me so
That
much.
girl, Leah Michelle from Glee.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was horrible with Jenny.
Why?
I
Hated
don't
me.
know.
Just walked in,
Wow.
hated me.
I get that.
Yeah,
Fuck
hated.
her.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
now I want to defend her. See, that's where you got to learn a little more, Sam. Because now I want to fucking, my claws are going to come out.
Why?
You want us to attack her? What do you want?
No,
from
no,
us?
no.
Oh, because you're just like, there's another target.
Fucker, no! Stop it! Can you put the camera down, please? It's rude. It's mean.
What? You love getting your
Not
picture
now, I
taken.
don't, because I'm not.
Oh
no.
my God, you're staring and yelling.
Oh, my. Wait. I got one.
You got a few good ones?
Fucker.
That Ariana
Put
Mike
ugly
flag.
one on, please. It's
I would
mean.
never.
Yeah.
What?
I'm assuming, is Joan Grande Ariana Grande's
Yes,
mom?
I met Ariana
Okay.
Grande. I took my kids to her
That
house.
Ariana Grande really is special and sweet.
Oh, well,
Hi,
no,
Joan
stop.
Grande. You must be beaming.
Did she ever write you back?
Hashtag
No,
BBMAs.
she did not write me back, but I can't text Ariana Grande's mom, but I did take my kids to Ariana Grande's house.
Why did
and
that
met
girl
the mother.
like you, Leah Michelle?
She hated me.
For what
No, she
reason?
didn't
Why?
like me. Well, I think I called her young, and that might have set her off. Or I called her a kid, or
Yeah,
I
but
said something.
comparatively-
But she was really
How old
angry.
is she?
I was being complimentary. Like, she's young, and she's accomplished
How old
so
is she?
much. And she... Whatever.
So did you back off
she's-
or did you grovel?
No, I just kept asking her questions about her book, and I said things like, "So, what are some of your favorite recipes?" And she's like, "They're in my book."
Oh, I hate when people that have a book say that.
So wait.
It's like,
I'm like, why
it's
you on
in
the
my
show?
book. It's like, why the fuck are you here?
So
That
why
was
don't we
what
get
it
a
was.
clip of this?
What advice could you give young girls who want to follow your career path? They should read my book.
Yeah.
Read my book.
Yeah.
So why don't we get a clip of that?
Yeah,
for
why didn't you
tomorrow's
tell her
show,
she
Sam?
stunk
Easy.
as an interview?
Fucking bitch.
Because her publicist was
Fuck
right
her
there,
publicist.
and I got nervous, and I was dry in the mouth. It was awful.
She just wants to be liked.
You were dry in the
sad.
where?
The mouth.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I
I'm
still get my
sorry.
period.
Aw.
Oh, no.
Well, he
good.
was implying that there was
No,
vaginal dryness.
I didn't know where the
and
dryness
that's not my
was.
issue.
I don't mind it either, Jenny. If you're on the rag, I will still fucking
Will you
Thanks,
really?
Anthony. Thank
pound.
you. I just
don't
want to
care.
do karaoke with you. Can
Yeah.
you just arrange that?
Come on down. We'll do a duet.
He's got a
love that.
mic you
Oh
can
my
sing
God.
into.
Vi-
I hate that blood, that dry fucking non-viscous
All right, I gotta
lube.
go
It just
interview
feels
John
wrong.
Back. Bye.
That just feels wrong.
It's
At Jenny Hutton on
kind of
Twitter.
clotty.
Yeah.
See
She
ya.
loves Joy Behar too, but Joy Behar didn't.
I love all of you.
Did Joy Behar reply
No,
to
she
your
didn't.
tweet?
She didn't reply.
No, what was that one?
She didn't get to reply.
There she goes.
What was that one?
You know how Waltz's dick must have felt in that bed? Fucking
Yeah.
a lot of blood.
No reply on that one?
Not on that one.
Oh, she loves tweeting out the stars.
She did compliment Louis C.K. on his Fat Girl episode of his series.
Oh, cool. He must have loved that.
It was
I don't know for sure because he didn't reply.
I'm curious what he said.
He didn't say anything back.
some of those idiots lashed out at Louis for that episode. I thought it was brilliantly written. But then again, I don't know what it's like to be a fat girl. But they had an issue with him. Whatever. Fuck yourself. Wendy Williams. She was on Wendy Williams. That's pretty impressive.
She's been on a few times.
Jenny gets around.
Jenny definitely has a little thing going on. A little TV, a little radio.
She's sexy.
She's there.
If you squint just
She's
right.
on the scene.
Now I'm going home.
Oh, man.
West Palm Beach, July 10th through 12th. On sale now. And then tomorrow, Cobb's goes on sale for August 7th through 9th.
I'd love to tell you